intents are we getting rid of? The ones that have only 2 on them?
The ones that don't have 4.
What's the password?
Secrets.
Wait, why are we getting rid of an intent?
Because there's a ton of them.
Oh.
And so at the very top it says like 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. That's for like different numbers of player games.
Hello and welcome everyone tuning in. I'm going to mute myself in the Discord so I'm not distracting these folks, but they're just getting set up right now to run a 4-player game. So while they all log in, I'm going to let them get that situated and welcome everyone to the stream. Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to get up my... Also, while we're here, I'm going to get up my chat so I can say hello to everyone that swings by. First things first, mute myself. There we go. All right. Now I'm not bothering them
So I have
in the
5
Discord.
intents.
I might need to turn them down a little bit, and we can turn them back up occasionally when they're saying something of interest.
Yes,
So many.
that's correct.
Isn't that what we start with?
All right, let me get Facebook up so I can see who's hanging out with us.
I don't have that.
I do. Which ones do I pick?
So yeah, so as you can see, the first part of the game is there's these starting intents and there's secrets that you can steal, and all of that they need to go through those piles and remove everything that is for a 2 or 3 player game, and they only want to leave the things that are for a 4-player game. And on these cards, they've got a little number above the circle that says what number of players that intent should be used for.
So which
So-
of these intents do I start with?
You should
Keep
have
all the ones that have a 4 on them.
I love hearing.
4 on it.
I think a couple of these people have played this current version, and a couple of people haven't. So we'll see how this goes.
Is this the patch we played on last week?
I don't know.
Alright, well, I guess we're in for a bit of a surprise.
What do secrets do?
Hey guys, yeah. So I heard the question: is this the patch from last week? That's a great question. Let me see when the last patch happened, because like some of you played on last Sunday.
Yeah.
When did the last patch go into effect, and what was it? Playtest balance.
You were gonna change it so that you can invite people to your party.
Yeah. So that's the last patch. That was the 15th. So that was after. Yes, that was after. So none of you have played on this new patch, I believe. So this is going to be fun to see. So now you've got a new intent that you can, or a new secret rather, that will allow you to force people to visit you. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. It's to combat. It's this one here. Sandpale's got it on the top of his secret deck. The arrow. So you like this one says, for instance, that Sandpale will visit someone across from him at -2 sight, and then the person across from him is forced to visit Sandpale, no matter what he had intended to do on his visit. So hopefully that will allow for people to build a defensive deck and force people to visit them and not get just avoided, like what happened to me last time. I'm not salty or anything. All right, I'm gonna dip again.
Oh man, all these stats.
Yeah. So we all should have
All right, they're still getting set up.
where we have 2 drinking, and then like the normal fingers, and then like 1 finger with a -1, right?
Cool. Is anyone typing? I don't see any typing yet.
Stats.
Yes.
Ugh, weird.
And so like
Still getting used to Facebook Live.
you get shitty stats.
Oh, I see myself. There I am. All right, some people are watching. Cool.
Which one was it?
Hi,
One
welcome.
is
Hi,
one with
welcome.
2 fingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still full screen. Let me get back to. That's part of the problem here. I was trying to show you cards that you cannot see. Do.
Oh no, you're right.
There we go. So there's the board. You haven't missed anything. They're still setting up stuff. taking a look through everything. Ooh, I saw some shuffling.
Let's see.
Cool. And they're off. I've got the Super Watcher on for myself, so I can actually see everyone's board,
Okay, but
even
there's
when they're
also intents.
hidden. So
with these new intents, you don't put all 5 of them in your unused intents. So the token goes around all 4 players, and that's when we reset intents. So it's not when you run out of intents yet.
Yeah. So you have 5 intents, but
Yeah.
you can only pick to use 4 before we start playing.
Yeah.
So before you do the reset, you pick 4 to
Yeah.
Pick 5,
pick 5.
Oh,
and you only have to use 4 of them.
you're right. Sorry. You should always have 5 in your unused intents. You're only going to use 4, so that gives you some leeway to like, oh, I don't want to use this.
So what they're talking about is
Yeah.
everyone starts with
And
5
as you
different
accumulate
intents
secrets from other
here.
players, you'll obviously have more choice
this
in
pile.
which ones you take.
Mm-hmm.
To start
And
with, starting 5,
so you can
but-
see that there's 5
And you
there.
have to pick those secrets, so you can do some really cheese stuff. Like,
And you only need to use 4 of those per like round, and then they reset. So it used to be that everyone kind of knew what was coming on the 4th round because there was only like 4 intents to choose from. So now there's at least a little bit of a unknown variable on that last round as well. Looks like Sandpale is going for, he wants to get 5 devotion, so he's sort of quote unquote wasting his advisor. Can I zoom in on this? Yeah, there we go. So this advisor is good on hosting. It lets you thin your deck essentially. Thinning your deck is getting rid of like these starting cards, so that the deck is more full of the fancier cards that you can buy during the course of the game. So anyway, so the advisor is good on hosting, but also it's the only card with 2 sight. So what Sandpale is doing is he's combining this with 2 things with no sight but high devotion to have one really good visit here. He's going to have 5 devotion to spend, and the orange value in the middle is the tribute cost of these things. So with 5, he's going to have a ton of options. And I just got a notification that we should get us live on Discord. I'll stream in here as well. Let's see. Share my screen. So some of the folks, there we go. All right, so some folks are watching through Discord. That's cool, and some people are just tuning in on Facebook, and that is also cool. So welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm trying to look at everything at once here, and also talk about the game. Whoops. But let me know if you've got any questions. Post it anywhere. I'll probably eventually see it. Okay, so meanwhile, the game is off. Someone's bought a Shaman. This Shaman is on my watch list right now of cards that there's been a lot of feedback that people don't like this card, Shaman. It's a pretty weak card as far as stats go, but the effect is super strong. It can basically allow you to visit with a low, unpowerful visit and still prevent the big drawback of getting devoured, which is sort of against the spirit of the game, I guess. So but it's counterable in other ways. So I'm interested to see if they think it's busted or not. But it's definitely on my watch list of cards that I am looking at right now. It's on my list of cards that here they are. So those are the 4 cards that we've gotten a lot of comments during this last patch that they're a little bit overpowered. So those are the ones, if they win too many more games, they might get a little bit of a nerf this upcoming week. I might have to turn on the Discord volume again just to see where they're at. Okay, here we go. It's Fidel Cashflow entreating an emissary. Oh man, he had a hand of only 6 messengers. That's not a great hand. But he made good use of it because he got the emissary, which is going to have a massive 4 devotion. It's a risky card. What's he doing? Putting it face down in his deck. Yeah, get it out of there. Face up would be good. There it is. Okay, so he's got an emissary. Sandpal used his 5 devotion to get this nasty card, which is just an emissary. It's got the same devotion as the emissary, but 2 sight, extra hunger, and in effect, when you get some like big, really big hungry abyssals, the Tidecaller can combo off in some nasty ways. But I think Parker might be doing the best of all of them. He's got the Shaman, which is the card that might be too strong right now. Depends on what everyone else does, I think, and how he uses the Shaman. And all 4 of them visited on their first turn. So Durian got the Mistwalker. This is a... Oh, he's clearing his deck. The Mistwalker's good against opposing abyssals. And they're already running back the next round here. Yeah, I don't know if you're like super invested. One thing that you can do is listen to my commentary here on Facebook and listen to their chatting on Discord. I just turned it off because I'm not. I'll let them talk amongst themselves. Well, I'm sure we're gonna get them on the Facebook stream shortly too, to just get their insights, their feedback, maybe a little winner interview. I don't know. We can do stuff like that. Ooh, Fidel Cashflow with a sick hand now. Oh yeah, that's right, because he only had 6 messengers last time. Now he's got all of his good starting cards. He can do some nasty things this turn. That's a risky visit here with the only 1 site. But if he visits the right person, he might get away with it. For instance, Sandpal only has 1 hunger. He would get away with it there. Actually, that's the only person he can visit that would allow him to get away with this risky visit. And I think he's hoping for other people to visit him, because he's got the advisor and the hosting party, which is what will let him thin his deck nicely. Parker's got a similar situation going on up there. He wants people to visit him. He's not visiting anyone else. Sandpale's not visiting anyone. Oh man, yeah. So Fidel is not gonna work. This isn't gonna work out for him. No one's visiting him, and he's the only one visiting, and he's visiting someone with higher hunger than his site. So the site is the blue value here, and the hunger is the pink value. These musicians over here have high hunger. Well, 1 is high, as in the total of 3 hunger is enough to devour one of Fidel's visitors. So now Durian has 1 trophy in his trophy pile. 6 trophies wins you the game. But Fidel has 1 less musician in his deck, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Musicians are not as strong as the cards that he can buy. And he has 3 to spend, so there's some things in the middle row that cost 3 that maybe he wants to add that are a little bit of an upgrade over what he's got right now. It's actually only sculptors or puppeteers. They're both like mortal synergy cards. You don't start with any mortals in your deck, but familiars are always available for entreating. So entreating means add them to your deck, basically. So now that he's got a sculptor, he's going to want to get some familiars in his deck and try to do that combo. Also he has an emissary, which also combos with the puppeteer, because that's also a mortal. So he can maybe try to do the mortal theme. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how that goes. All right. What else is going on? Oh, let me take these my watch list off. Round 3, fight. A lot of people used their drink on round 2. Drink basically means you skip your turn, but skipping your turn is kind of part of the game here. It's a strategic decision which turns you don't want to visit anyone. When you've got some weak cards in your hand, or when you want to focus on putting all your strongest cards in your hosting party, you'll choose the little drink intent, and that means you are not visiting anyone else, but you might host a party yourself if someone visits you. Looks like this round, Durian, Parker, and Sandpale all have arrows pointing in different directions. That's these stacks here, there and there and there. So I'm assuming that they will probably stick with that with these lineups. Fidel Cashflow has used 2 visits already, so all he has left are 2 drinks and the bad visit, quote unquote. This is the bad visit. It's a visit, but it gets -1 devotion and -1 sight. So it's you're not going to be able to buy or entreat rather something quite as cool as you normally might with a normal visit. These are normal visits, no minuses. You start with 2 normal visits, 1 bad visit, but as you steal secrets by having really high sight, you can add more different special intents into your deck. Like this one might look like a bad visit, but no, it's -1/+1, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, things are happening. Oh my gosh. Okay, Parker visited Durinchamp, allowing him to proc his advisor to banish one of his hosts. So he had a host sitting here, and banish means gone forever, so now that card isn't in his deck anymore. 1 less starting card for him to be watering down his deck, basically. And then that gave Parker 4 to spend. He got a Herald. Sandpale went... Did he? Oh, he's currently resolving his thing. Oh, nasty. Yeah, Fidel had the sweet combo of Sculptor on hosting. Sculptor, when hosting, you gain a familiar for free and add it to your hosting party. And then it adds 1 hunger to each of his familiars. So he ended up with 2, 3 hunger. And Sandpale had visited with only 2 sight. He tried to get away with the 1 advisor, 2 musicians thing, and it didn't pay off this time. So now Fidel has a musician in his trophy pile. He's putting it face down. Seems like Fidel is a player that wants to put things face down in all the piles. That's not working as intended, but it's good info for our playtest session to know how players want to, or how they think their pile should be. Fidel's trying to keep everything, keep a lid on everything, keep people wondering what's going on his side of the board. He must be a Magic player. So Sandpale tried another risky thing. He didn't quite get there. He got a Sculptor of his own, so now Fidel and Sandpale are going to be flooding their deck with familiars. Familiar is an interesting card. It's better than the cards you start with, but it's not as good as these blue and red, black cards. So adding familiars to deck is going to increase make your deck better for a while, and then once you start getting a bunch of these blue cards, then the familiars are actually a liability. It's a question of when they become a liability, and there's some cards that let you sort of focus on them in a way that maybe they're not so much of a liability. This is a new example, actually. This is the newest Royal, Imok the Trader, and he is the prime example of flooding your deck with familiars and getting paid off in the end for doing so. Because if you manage to get all the way up to 10 tribute and 3 trophies and get Imok in your deck, and then draw him, and then visit with him, Then you can trade in all of your familiars that you've gotten for big value. It's a lot of ifs though, but it is the dream. So let's see if anyone can pull it off. I'm be curious to see. This is new as of this past Tuesday when the patch came out. So I'm very interested to see if anyone actually pulls off this combo. I would like to see it happen. Played a couple games on this new patch myself with a couple folks. None of us have pulled off this IMOC card yet, but I like the design, if I say so myself. So I'm interested to see if it gets there. The problem is only Fidel or Sandpail will be able to get him, and the other person is just going to have a deck full of familiars, kind of watering it down. I'm popping over to Facebook. Anyone talking? Who is winning? Asks Sonia. Great question. I think. Great question. Durian Champ and Fidel Cashflow have an advantage in that they have a trophy each. Trophies are what you need in order to entreat these black cards, the Royals, the most powerful cards. This one requires 2 trophies, that value in white. This one requires 1 trophy, etc., etc. So there's a lot of Royals here that only require 1 trophy, and Fidel and Durian are set up to entreat these Royals. They've got the trophy part. Now they just need to get these massive devotion values. So I think I'd put them in the lead right now, as long as they can get that devotion. And Fidel has an extra benefit in that he's got this emissary in his deck, which is 4 devotion right there. So he just needs to combine that with like another high devotion card, and with his trophy, he might get there. So I'd put my money on Fidel, especially if he can get to IMOC before Sandpail. That said, Sandpail has some nasty cards in his deck now. Speaking of watch list, Aeronaut is the other card on the watch list. Let's pull that back up. So Shaman and Aeronaut are the 2 cards on the watch list. So, and Parker and Sandpail have 1 each. So I don't know, maybe they're winning just because the game is broken still. I'm gonna be interested to see if that pays off. All right, so now they're resetting intents. No one has stolen a secret during this first round, so everyone just has their same 5 starting intents to start with. So they're just pulling all of those cards. Yes, Fidel. Nope, down there. Back into their starting intents, or unused intents pile. And then at that point, they pass the first visitor token on clockwise and hide and do it all over again. But now they've got all access to all of their intents again. If I was Sandpail, for instance, I would do it open with a drink right away on this first turn, and put the musicians and the sculptor in my hosting party and just waste these 3 messengers on a drink visit, on a no visit. That way, because I think his next few turns, or the rest of his deck is higher quality than what he's drawn here. And that's sort of the strategy, the thinking that you've got to do is the rest of your deck better than what you've drawn? If so, maybe you want to just use your drink intent rather than your visit intent. Durian Champ is another example of, I think he wants to drink right now because he drew 6 starting cards. There's no way that's better than the cards that he's got in his deck. If I remember correctly, he's got a Mistwalker in there, which is a good defensive card, so I guess that's a bad example. And then I think he's got a... what was the other card he's bought so far? Was it a Herald, maybe? I think I would wait for those cards to come up before I visit. But looks like everyone wants to visit. Everyone's visiting. Aggro. Call that aggro in the business. I gotta remember to take this watch list off. Oh, are any of the Royals in the watch list down there? They are not. Okay, good. So let's just see if this Aeronaut or this Shaman ruins the game. Or maybe it'll be a good one. Travis thinks Aeronaut is balanced. Yeah, you would. I mean, I actually think so too. That's why it's still in the state that it's in. I mean, it's on the watch list though because it's a dangerous card. It's one that lets you get very high sight very early and then scales into the late game as well. So it's good early, lets you get a secret, and then late game if you've got some like heralds or admirals or like slipstream escorts to combine with it, it can scale even harder and get you just massive sight values. And if you do that, if you've got 6 visits like that where you can steal a secret just with the cheeky Aeronaut, I mean that's game over. So there's counters though. I think that's the good thing. I think every kind of busted card in this game has a counter or two, and that's sort of the intent of it, is that there's engines like all deck builders, but the main difference is that all the engines basically have a weak spot. So it's just seeing what your opponents are doing and then trying to get cards that sort of progress your plan while getting a couple cards that throw a wrench in their plans. 4-player game, it's a little interesting though, because if you get too many wrench cards and not enough of your own plan, you might just get left behind. But I think it's fun for people, myself included, to do a deck that's just all ruining other people's plans. I love that. You know, just a deck full of just high hunger or like, you know, countering your things. We call it detain in this game. Mess up your stuff, swap your stats around. All these things mess up other people's plans, and that's fun, I think. But is it strong enough? Messing up other people's plans isn't enough to win. You've got to also have a way to like further your game plan. So, and especially in this version, if you can't get one of the secrets that forces people to visit you, and they get secrets that allow them to not visit you at all, then you can have all these great plans to mess up other people's plans, but no one visits you because they know you've got the things that mess up their plans. So we're trying to figure out how to get that good. We added 2 intents, or 2 secrets that force people to visit you. The example of that is up here. This one, you visit across and then force them to visit you across. So you can do something that messes up someone's plan and then play this card and make them walk into your trap. But the catch there in this current iteration is that in order to have the ability to play this card, you first have to steal a secret from someone. And that's the trick, right? Because stealing a secret requires high sight, and that's not necessarily the same game plan as your high hunger, mess up other people's plans situation. What's the status of the game now? We've got... Okay, Sand Pale is about to demonstrate the raw, busted power of the Aeronaut. You can see the Aeronaut here. Add 2 sight to each of your other visiting abyssals. So Aeronaut herself has 1 sight, and all you have to do is pair her with 2 of these messengers. You start the game with these in your deck, and she gives each of these messengers plus 2 sight. So that's going to be 3 sight for each messenger and 1 for herself, a total of 7 sight. That's a lot of sight to overcome early game. I didn't plan ahead. I needed to bring an extra coffee with me here. What's the Discord look like here? Right. What more? So Travis in Discord is recommending more ways to banish cards, like using your letting you banish cards with familiars, so they replace the starting cards rather than just water down your deck more. And the advisor should trigger maybe every time you put it in your hosting party, regardless if someone visits. Yeah, I have opinions on that. I'm interested if anyone else has opinions on that. I think the decks are already pretty thin. Like, you start with 12 cards in your deck, and I've seen some games where if you've got your advisor working overtime and you get some other things that banish stuff, you might actually only end up with a deck at the end of the game that's hardly larger than 12 cards. You're just replacing starting cards with upgrades as it is, which is cool, but it makes someone that has a lot of good cards like win even harder if they're basically drawing their good cards every turn or every other turn realistically. So I don't know. I know people like to thin their deck so that their synergies work more effectively, but having kind of watered down decks, not watered down, but like not having a guaranteed combo every other turn feels a little bit better. Oh, is Sandpal getting a secret? Someone stole a secret. 6, 6, 6, 6. Sandpal visited Fidel with his 6/7 sight and didn't get away with stealing a secret because of Fidel's familiar combo with a extra musician. You have to beat their hunger by 4 or more to steal a secret. And Fidel ended up with 4 hunger. 1 from the sculptor, 1 from the familiar, 1 from the sculptor adding 1 to the familiar, and then 1 from the musician. So 4 hunger prevents Sandpal's sweet visit from stealing a secret. So still, no secrets have been stolen. Oh, they're doing some shuffling around. Maybe they had something wrong with... Sandpal's missing a secret. What's up with that? Someone stole a secret from him that I missed? I guess so. He had like no hunger in his hosting party. So someone just basically got a free secret just by kind of doing a cheeky visit against someone that happened to have low hunger. It's a little bit lucky. Who was it that stole it? Oh, no, 2, 2, 2. Unclear. Oh, no, must have been Fidel. Yep, Fidel. He visited Sandpal with 4 sight, and because of his 0 devotion, he ended up with an extra little bonus. Funny. Let's turn up their audio. I wonder what they're talking about.
Already?
Yeah. I think that tells you a lot about the hand I just drew.
Well, they're not doing much talking at all, actually. Well, that's cool. They're in the secret plotting phase here. I guess they don't want to blow their spot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gotta zoom in on this. No, that's not how you zoom. There we go. Alright. So what happens here, this is silly. So Fidel Cashflow is going to have an insane turn. Doppelganger copies Puppeteer, I think? So he's got 2 Puppeteers. Let me zoom in on this guy. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be nuts. So Doppelganger becomes a copy of the Puppeteer, then gives both the original Puppeteer and herself, themself I should say probably, +1/+1, +1 sight, +1 devotion. So Puppeteer and Doppelganger both become 1 devotion, 1 sight guys. So you're already at a 4 sight, 4 devotion. And then they both double the emissary's devotion. So the emissary goes from 4 devotion to 8 devotion to 16 devotion. He's going to have 20 devotion on like some insanely early turn. What is this, like turn 8? Oh my god. I'm gonna unmute myself in Discord just to when this turn happens, because
I'm ready.
I want to know how Fidel Cashflow feels about having 20 devotion. All right, Fidel, make sure you visit someone. Put an arrow pointing at someone, please. Anyone.
I'm ready.
I need a minute.
Yeah,
First,
dude.
I need a
No,
second.
don't do that. Don't do that, dude.
Yeah, I need more time this time.
Not enough time.
Fidel, no. You had it exactly perfect. Pull that back. Pull that back. Yes, yes. He hasn't played this. He hasn't played with this new doppelganger, and it's a bit confusing. There's a lot of text. This is a good test to see if he gets this. This is going to be 20 devotion if he goes with this visit. Yes, it's good, man. It's good. I guess the problem maybe he's thinking about is that he's only going to have 4 sight. So if he loses, if someone has 5 hunger or more, he'll have to lose one of these 3 blue cards, and these 3 blue cards are pretty strong. It would stink to lose one of them. But even in that worst case, he loses, I would sacrifice my puppeteer. He gets to choose which one he sacrifices. He sacrifices his puppeteer, and then he's still left with a 16 devotion emissary plus 2 from the doppelganger. That's 18 devotion. He's got a trophy.
I really hope that you're thinking this, and I see your hand, and it's just nothing but messengers and musicians.
Just 6 messengers.
If I move this guy here and take him and bring him back down to my hosting party.
I don't want to give anything away because they can see where my hand is too. They see I'm talking about this busted thing. There's nothing to give away. There's no one can even stop this. If Fidel visits Durian, he wins. If he visits St.
Give
Pal,
up.
he wins.
Me to give up.
Yeah, dude, just visit anywhere. Just
Have you decided on your optimal strat?
No, that's why I gave up.
Fidel, just put a finger pointing anywhere, please.
I'm interested to see what.
Yes.
you're playing.
Okay. Oh, it's a
Yeah,
weak visit.
I'm fascinated.
Todd's this much of an issue this
Okay,
early.
I guess I'm ready.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, okay, he's got 3.
This combo that Fidel set up is insane. I'm excited to see it play out.
Great. I can't. I'm really.
Oh wow, you drew real bad, my friend.
I'm really glad that he's visiting me.
Well, it's not high sight, but it's 20 devotion.
What?
Okay, well, Andrew's going first, so let's figure that out.
I'm visiting Alex.
I have 4. But I get a thin card. Man, I got to thin like all my messages. Finish.
I actually only have 3
Wow!
because of this debuff on the attack.
Oh, a lot of weak
One
visits
trophy,
happening.
please.
I don't like very much, but that's fine.
Wait, Alex got another trophy. What the? Oh my god.
Yeah, because
Dummy thick critic?
every time I attack him, I have to lose 1 sight, which is crippling.
Yeah, that's why I drank instead of doing it, because I couldn't do anything instead of that.
Yeah, the weak visit. It's a.
You're a shaman, bro.
What?
You need a shaman to counteract.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yep.
I wish I had one.
Okay, they're talking about it too. It's good to hear their
So,
thoughts.
Tony, I'm assuming, is making your doppelganger this emissary.
No, dude, do it the other
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, so those are.
Well, first you should buff the emissary
No,
with the puppeteer.
Yeah.
no. So if
So
you,
now it's 8-0,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then
So they're both going to be 8-1,
no, they're
Oh.
going to be 9-1.
9-1. So it's
this doesn't
So you
quite
got
work out. They're saying
3.
stuff that's not quite right. The doppelganger, the timing on the doppelganger
man,
has to
I
happen
just
first
wondered
because it
if
says
that's
before
like a
visiting.
purpose.
So the doppelganger has to copy the puppeteer.
You don't
Oh
get
my.
anything from me, but you're gonna have
19.
19 to spend.
Holy
wait.
crap.
18 to spend because of his
Mhm.
Yeah. So the
Oh, you're
result
right,
is one less
And
than
he
he
has a trophy,
should have,
so he
but it's still
could buy
Close enough.
some royals.
I'll pipe up. I'll
Yeah,
I'll
there
let him
are a
know
lot
about
of
this
cheap-
combo.
Royal.
Well,
Buy
that's
more than
disgusting.
one.
No, you can only buy one.
Yeah, you can only buy one in a turn. But yeah, that is disgusting.
So disgusting.
You got the Dream Puppeteer combo.
Like, oh, there's so many good choices.
If only I didn't draw messengers and musicians. He's only visiting with a
All right, I'm gonna turn their audio off again. These guys are funny, but I'm worried they're gonna start
I
dropping
mean,
f
Gleb the
bombs here.
Queen is an immortal goat.
Tune in again in a minute. But dang, that's cool. Yeah. So for anyone that's watching, I'm gonna just zoom in real quick on this doppelganger one more time. Before visiting, so that means the timing has to happen first, basically. Everything else says when visiting, see? So this says before visiting, this pawn becomes a copy of one of your other visitors with 4 or less tribute. So he could have chosen the emissary or the puppeteer. Then add 1 sight and 1 devotion to each of your visitors with that name. So in this case, if he had really wanted to, so copying the puppeteer is the correct thing. I mean, it gets you more stats. But you could also choose to copy the emissary, in which case both of them become 5 devotion, 1 sight cards. And then this puppeteer procs and doubles the devotion of one of the mortals. So it can make one of these two into a 10 devotion. So you would end up with 10 devotion, 5 devotion, 1 devotion. So 16 is what would happen if you choose the doppelganger to copy the emissary. If you choose the, when we already went through what happens if you do the doppelganger into puppeteer. So anyway, now Fidel is deciding which. What's happening? Why? Oh, he's entreating Gleb. I see. Oh, I hate that he puts it face down. Wow. All right, I need audio again. I don't know what they're doing.
He was and this one.
Oh, thanks.
The
Okay,
mail
well, I think we're all gonna lose.
Oh
I
my
think this is gonna be a short game.
Alright, I guess it's my turn now, and in much less exciting fashion,
What do you?
I will be visiting Parker with 4.
I see what Fidel did. Okay.
I have 6. Is there anything left? I mean, there's the floor captain, but
Fallen.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I want that floor captain.
He bought
Shut
some
up.
cheap stuff. He bought some cheap pawns first. Then he bought Gleb, which lets him basically get for free the 3 cheapest pawns. But since he bought the cheap pawns first, the things that were left were pretty expensive. So he got Gleb and some expensive stuff. Now, theoretically, the 3 expensive things that he got with Gleb are added to his next visiting party.
Disgusting.
But what I'm expecting is happening here while they're in his temple is just a shorthand because he only has 2 drink cards left in here. Let me search. Yeah, they're both drink cards. So his next visit doesn't matter. He's not going to have any cards. Theoretically, they should still be out because they shouldn't get shuffled in until the next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that also doesn't matter because he's got 10 cards left. All right, so the shorthand works in this case. He's got a deck stacked full of cards now. It's actually kind of a fat deck, which maybe is a problem, but there's some expensive stuff in there. So he doesn't really have a synergy stuff going on, but he's got a lot of big nasties.
alright.
Oh, some people are not finding us on the Facebook group in the proper way. Yeah, I'm not sure about how Facebook shows some things and hides other things.
Just clean the shop out of the cheap buyable stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fidel did clean the shop out of cheap stuff. It's all expensive big things now. Like, look at this guy. 8.
I'm ready.
That's
I'm ready.
as much as some of the Royals cost.
Indeed.
It's arguably better than some of the Royals too.
Okay. Good thing I didn't put all my money into
Turn well spent.
Okay, so I get a top deck first thing. I'm visiting with 1.
Cool, but you got a shaman. Really
have a
cool
shaman.
stuff.
So
Love
I
it.
have.
Oh no, the shaman is alright.
Oh man, I'm 1 short of the maelstrom.
I mean, you can pick up an architect, Crimea River.
Shaman is causing bad
I
feels.
don't know if I want.
So this is the problem, right? He's getting to visit with like no site,
What?
or only
I feel like
one,
I'd rather
only
have
one
another
site
hero.
total. Meanwhile, Sandpale has this massive,
serious?
awesome
Yeah.
hunger setup, but Shaman is just saying, basically, yeah, sure, I've lost, but it doesn't
Teach their
matter.
own.
You don't get to gain a trophy out of the deal.
The issue I have with I'm not denying the architect is a very good card, but it does not play into the abyssal synergy.
That's true, but it might help you get there.
Yeah.
Good kids.
Oh, Parker's trying to do an abyssal synergy stuff. Abyssal synergy plus Shaman. It's actually not a
I mean,
combo
you
with
can buy the
abyssals,
floor captain if you really want to go all out on it.
because abyssals have no trouble getting high sight, so you don't need to prevent the devouring if you're into building an
I think
abyssal
I'd rather
deck.
have a herald than a floor captain if I'm being entirely honest, but I'm going to buy the architect.
Architect it is. I think he should. If I was in Parker's shoes, I would actually pivot out of the abyssal
Alright,
synergy
now Tony gets the chess
at this
piece.
point.
Oh.
He just needs to get a trophy. He needs some hunger.
Must be nice.
Wait, what? I only have one.
Yeah, we
You
reset
get
it.
one,
So you get to.
so you bring these back.
And then I
I mean,
remove one.
you should have 1. You should start with 1 in this pile dead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta choose which one I put there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. This is a new player learning about the new secret thing. Once you steal a secret, you still only, when you reset intents, only bring 5 back. So he's leaving. He's stolen a secret. Man, yeah. Fidel is going to crush this game. So he probably left his bad visit here. So he's got two drinks here. His 2 normal visits that he starts with, plus whatever secret he stole, which is probably, let's see, it was from Sandpale. Which one was it that he stole? He stole the forced visit one, the -2 site. Someone has to visit him, so he can force. So Fidel can now force Parker to visit him.
I am.
I'm ready.
That might not actually be what he wants,
I
though,
watch Tony just
because
annihilate someone.
Parker's the one with the highest sight and the shaman. Like, I don't want to be visited by Parker ever. It's going to be really hard to get trophies from Parker's deck.
Already.
Yeah.
Big
Right.
break.
If you want to get trophies, you want to be visited by Sandpale, I think, has the lowest sight and no shamans to protect him.
Alright, Tony, I've got 0.
We'll lose 2 secrets.
You're visiting.
Yo. Why? What?
What do you got? How much do you have, Tony? Oh, you only have 3.
Are you visiting me?
No, you're visiting me, and I have
I
0
am.
defense.
I'm first. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yep.
I got
First
a secret
visit.
from you.
Did you?
You have 0 defense.
Oh my gosh, Fidel is just just luck stacking into everything.
You
Oh,
only
no.
have 3 sites.
Oh,
though.
only 3 sight.
that
Oh,
was what
okay.
you needed.
Phew.
You need 4.
4.
You need 4.
All right.
Phew. Okay.
But I get to thin another messenger.
Yeah.
This is,
Durian thinning his deck is
Oh my
good.
gosh, you guys are might be hitting me so hard. Or at least Alex is.
That's a lot of sight over here.
10.
I mean, it's not going to make a difference. I'm still.
I'm not gonna be able to spend anything, but I'm gonna
Yeah, it's gonna
get my
have
secret.
11 sight and 3 devotion.
Gosh.
Getting a secret though, that's a big game. Getting secrets just gives you so many more options, and it's a win condition.
Sell it. Tight.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, I just had 7. That's awesome.
Oh no.
I love this. Okay, Alex, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm swinging with 11.
Yeah, I'm defending with 0, so go ahead and
Pick a secret.
So he's thinning his deck with the advisor. So there's a lot of deck thinning happening. The advisor's on been hosted for Parker and hosted for Durian. So they both got to get rid of some starting cards.
Hilarious, bro.
and then Durian is getting a
What
secret.
is that white number?
That's trophies. So
It's trophy.
So if I do that, it's as if I had one more trophy.
yeah,
Correct.
It's just like the zealot. You have another trophy to spend.
How bizarre.
He doesn't like it?
It's OP.
I mean, it nerfs your attack though, so.
Yeah. But it also acts like a brilliant zealot.
Yeah, but you have to also afford the tribute cost. I don't think it's it.
I'm not saying it's, well, I guess OP is not the right word, but it's strong.
Yeah, it's strong. Yeah, for sure. It's one of the best ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that one.
All right, nice. I like it. I like that discussion. It means there was a choice.
And
I have like virtually nothing. Yeah, I have 3 to spend. Is there even anything viable?
no.
No,
Not really.
I did that for the fucking.
Yeah. I'm
Super.
visiting Tony, and the only thing keeping me in this game is the Shaman, because I'm visiting with one.
Yeah, it's just Shaman.
Shaman is just
He's got 2, so it doesn't
MVP for Parker.
Banish one.
See, the thing though, okay, so
now
let's talk about the Shaman. I'm gonna mute these guys. Let's talk about the Shaman. It stops you from getting, it stops the first thing, like the first bad thing that would happen to you on a turn. Getting devoured is the last thing that happens on a visit. So, all you have to do to stop the Shaman is try to detain anything. Doesn't have to necessarily be an Infernal, just detain anything in the party at any point, and the Shaman prevents that. And then you still get something devoured at that point if you have less sight than their hunger, which you will have because you attacked with you visited. Pardon, I'm saying it too. You visited with the Shaman, so you wouldn't probably try to put a lot of sight into your visit. So as soon as they detain something else, the Shaman is just actually a liability. It's like you're losing trophies because you thought you were safe from the Shaman. I mean, that's my argument, and that's why I like the Shaman. It's a strong card. It's like kind of carrying Parker right now. But as soon as he visits someone with the Shaman who's got a way to detain something else, of which there's tons of options, like for instance this guy right here, when hosting, detain an Infernal. So, cool. The Shaman prevents the head chef from detaining something. But now he's got 5 hunger, and the Shaman's got 0 sight, and he's probably also visiting with other stuff with low sight, and that's where the Shaman starts falling apart. But I don't know. Sometimes someone doesn't get something that detains, and then the Shaman kind of runs them over. But I think that's the case with a lot of the different cards in the game. Speaking of getting run over, let's check in on Fidel. There's the Doppelganger again. So Doppelganger has to copy something that costs 4 or less tribute, so he can't copy Gleb. But the Doppelganger can copy a familiar, turning them both into 3 devotion, 3 sight visitors, because it gives +1 devotion, +1 sight to each. Yeah, I think I would do the same thing in his shoes. So that'll give him 6 between the Doppelganger and the familiar, and then 1 more sight from Gleb. So 7 sight and 10 devotion. So if he is able to get away with 7 sight without losing anything, 10 devotion is going to get him another 1 trophy royal, of which there's Volrenval, or Haunt, or Delphor, or Tengoth. Oh my gosh. This is sick. The real test is if Fidel can get to IMOC. That's 3 trophies. He needs to get 3 trophies. And if he is able to get IMOC into his deck, I think there's no chance of anyone else catching up from there. This Doppelganger's doing work. But you have to have the cards that combo with it. Alright, what's happening everywhere else? Ooh, did Sandpale just get a royal? Oh, okay, we're still setting up. But Sandpale will get a royal this turn. He's got no trophies, but that doesn't matter when you're visiting with a zealot. Any royals you entreat this turn require 2 less tribute and 1 less trophy. So he has no trophies, but he can get something that would normally cost 1 trophy. So those same 1 trophy ones I was looking at before, Velrenval, Haunt, Delphor, or the Schoolmaster. They're all on the table if he can get the devotion. Speaking of devotion, 3, 6, 9 devotion with a 2 tribute discount on royals. So if all goes according to plan, he can afford any of the one trophy royals. He's visiting across with a weak visit, and that's the worst person you could visit. Ouch. 3 hunger there, 4 hunger there. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I'm gonna turn on the volume so we can hear how sad Sandpale gets.
3 3s. So you have what, 7? Yeah, 7 vision.
Well, the effect of the doppelganger doesn't apply to itself, right?
It does when it copies, yeah.
Yeah.
But it says
Before visiting, it becomes another familiar.
Oh.
And add 1 site and 1 devotion to each of the visitors that have that name.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was reading that wrong.
You get one of my secrets.
Oh boy.
So you have 7 site and you have 10 to spend. Tight. This is going very well.
It's so incredibly annoying.
Dang, you should have attacked me.
Yeah.
Why?
Then you would have lost.
Yeah, if Fidel had
Don't worry, Alex.
if Fidel had visited Durian, yeah.
He'll get one of my cards as well.
Durian should...
Oh, you guys both attacked me. Great.
So I have 5 vision.
Oh, Durian is gonna get trophies. He might win.
I have
8.
8.
Tight.
1 trophy, please.
Durian's gonna get 2 trophies this turn,
I hate this game.
bringing him up to 4. Oh no, I hate this game. That's not good. But that's what we're playing. Get it?
It's
So
very,
people don't hate
stark
it.
contrast to the last game we played, where Andrew and I were pretty much running the game. And now
Oh, that's a tasty top deck.
we're getting
I
curved.
like that.
Don't take Guillotine, please.
I'm thinking about it.
No.
Gilkeen is not in that watch list,
How many trophies do you have?
but he
2.
should be.
You have 2? God.
You have 1.
No, I just got one.
I
And
think,
then
I
had
think we're
original.
gonna need to make
It's got a
Gilkeen
secret.
cost 10.
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe 9 and 3.
So I can't get the Gilkeen.
This
Yeah,
effect
yeah,
is too
yeah.
strong.
That's bad.
Get Belfour the Creator. Oh wait, actually, can you afford Ball and Roll?
Yeah, 10, right?
That's a really good card. I love that card.
Auburn Vol.
Oh.
Option.
It's the troll card.
That's true.
Oh, you have 15 devotion. Yeah, I'm gonna buy what you wanted to buy before you do.
Alright,
Diva.
Auburn Vol it is.
Okay, Alex, you're drinking.
Another 1
Right.
trophy
Yeah.
card
Visiting
came out.
5 vision.
Yeah. 1 trophy, please.
Cool. So now I have.
Durian
6
has 3
spend,
trophies.
advantage,
6 trophies wins,
2
so
pawns before I do so.
he's halfway there.
No, please.
Fidel's getting all these royals, but that royals don't win the game. I mean, they win the game indirectly from being busted, but they don't actually
And
give you victory points toward
The head
toward
chef.
like an actual victory. How you win is collecting trophies, and Durian
what,
is
6
getting
to
there,
spend?
Buy that succubus bro.
and he's getting there from the high hunger stuff.
Or actually,
4
probably
hunger
should.
there, 1 hunger here, but detain a visiting
By
abyssal.
the 4 captain. Well,
3 hunger here, just high hunger.
Also an Aeronaut.
The trick, though, is people should recognize at this
I
point
mean, I
that
don't know how
Durian's
many
got the
abyssals
high
you actually have,
hunger,
though.
and they can
not
start
many.
avoiding
I
him.
abandon that strategy. Just go with good cards.
I mean, I do have 2 heralds, which could. Oops, I didn't mean that. War captain, screw it.
29 tribute. No, it was 19, but yes.
Alright. I'm visiting Alex. I lose by quite a large margin. You get to trap the Bard. This card's terrible. Profit.
Cool.
And I have 5 to spend.
buy nothing. You can buy the Aeronaut.
Yeah. I guess I get to buy.
Okay, so Sandpale lost the site battle, so he had to lose one of the things, but he still had a 2 tribute discount, so he could have gotten an 8. Oh no, the -1 from his 557 with club instead of 555. Oh, he's talking about this round. Okay, yeah.
Are hidden now.
Yeah. Doubling and doubling.
Ready?
Doubling and doubling. That's the thing. That's giving people insane numbers. Yeah. But is it too strong? I mean, maybe. Doubling 4 and then doubling it again, or even in the case of Doppelganger, making it a 5 and doubling it twice. That does get kind of silly. Does get kind of silly, but it's also like, I mean, you kind of have to work for it a little bit though. Like those 3 cards are like the way you get there. So it's like, I feel like rewarding you for kind of getting the exact right cards is kind of fun. Hopefully.
Oakley.
One share. Who shared it? Oh no, we got a lot of shares. I should refresh this page. I'm probably missing comments and stuff.
No.
One sec. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, good. Yep, so here we go. Looks like we've got a drink there, a drink there, a drink there. Everyone's just putting their junk in the visiting party this round. Except Durian. He's trying to get another secret. Durian's going for those victory conditions. He's got the secret game.
He's the only one attacking. I love it.
Oh, I'm the only one doing anything?
Yeah.
That's not good. That means I probably ran into a wall, didn't I?
Not a big enough wall. Gain a familiar.
Well,
And that has 2,
2, 3,
Two,
4,
3,
7.
4,
What
7.
do you have? You're 7? I didn't get what I
One
wanted.
off. He didn't get the
Oh
secret.
well. I have like virtually nothing to spend.
Yeah, 2.
Unless there's like a vintner, which on.
Waste of a visit
Yeah,
there.
no.
But good effort. If Sandpale had a little bit less of a
Actually-
host.
I'll take that emissary.
Okay, there you go. Oh, he can't afford it because
Yeah.
it's -1 devotion. He should only be able to afford things that cost 2. Let's see if that anyone catches it.
Wait, I didn't even have 3 because I was
Yep.
doing it in a
Nice.
cross.
Good catch, sir.
2, so go back.
Nice. I like to see that.
Very exciting round, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, well that might not have been an exciting round, but this is gonna get cray. This is the last. Oh, do people have? Yeah, okay. Sandpale has a visit left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bird of hidden, and I am
No trophy though. Well, maybe he can get a Maelstrom. Depends on. Oh, he has to visit. The problem is he has to visit this stacked Fidel. Oh wait. Oh, there goes the 20. Okay, Fidel's gonna do the 20. Does he have a visit left? He does. He has a visit left. He's gonna do the sick combo again. And he's gonna. No, he's not gonna get away with it this time though. He's gonna have to lose his. The only visit he's got is this -2 visit. So, in this current situation, he has to visit across to Parker, who has 3 hunger. He is only going to have. Oh, he switched things around again. He's playing it safer, and that's going to just barely let him not lose.
I will pass.
You're gonna let us know that you're drinking.
Yeah, thank
You're not supposed to say
Tony.
that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't think about that when I said that. Yeah, so declare your intent.
What about it?
You don't have an intent out.
I'm not fucking ready. Okay, sorry, S4.
Oh god.
Yeah, why don't we enable? Like,
I have this deck requires big brain.
Well, what would-
No, it's just the doppelganger.
Big card slam face.
It's only the
You have a deck like
doppelganger.
mine where you just draw
I feel like this
visions
requires
and
medium brain at
messengers.
best. But maybe big
so
brain.
I rearrange my cards real quick now that I saw everyone's hands. And
Yeah, degenerate.
stuff. Hey, you're the one who unhit the cards, right?
So
I didn't. You were the one who did it.
Fidel puts the puppeteer
I
instead of the
know.
tide caller. That's the risky / busted. Like that's the high risk, high reward play.
It's alright, hopefully this will be over soon.
Sampale's not having a good time. Okay.
Why is it? Does this
How many
turn into a
secrets?
question?
Oh, is it still when someone runs out of secrets?
Yep.
Yeah, or when someone gets 6 trophies.
I only have 4 secrets.
No one's really been seeing secret. And Tony has a couple, but
I would love
like
to-
his things have high spending, but not that high.
Okay. Are they? Oh, Fidel's still thinking if he wants to visit or not. All right. So this will not work out for him if he does this. Actually, it will.
Already.
He's going to lose a trophy, but he's going to get to buy something insane. If he does that,
Wait to see Tony unveil this vision, this visit.
that's
with me, just hit me
not
with
good in
30
any way.
when it doesn't
Nope.
matter.
Okay, good. Can you hear me?
All this min-maxing.
The tide caller, putting the tide caller up
with
front
doubles and doubles.
would work out
If
for
I
him.
double this, I could get 48 tribute. Double the
That's
total.
terrifying.
Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, I'm
Putting tide caller instead of puppeteer would allow him to not lose the
Will I be
trophy.
able to afford the emissary this round? Let's see.
seriously.
Tony needs to pick up that emissary so we can like just triple stack that with the
All right,
double.
1, 2.
Oh,
Actually,
man, that
no.
would
Either
be
way,
tough.
this is what he should do. He should definitely. This is gonna
Profit
work out.
that.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna give
I'm buying for 50.
Parker for a trophy.
Yeah.
A trophy, his
You're
first
buying for
trophy.
10.
So that's sad, but that's okay. Like then he's gonna have some insane amount of
He'd like
devotion.
his
spending.
favorite.
16.
What do you mean?
Calculate all these doubles.
We should. There should be a
That's
timer.
terrifying.
You can set up your board.
A 30-second timer.
Alright, well, I think I had my cards figured out anyway.
Do that. You're gonna lose a trophy, bro, but you're gonna get.
I'm just gonna YOLO.
There you go.
YOLO. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Oh my gosh, you're making me attack you.
I don't even think I have that much attack after this, though.
Okay.
Tony's going first.
Here we
What
go.
do you hit me with?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have time to figure it out.
Yeah, what are you doubling with the doppelganger?
Copy the
I think the
puppeteer.
puppeteer?
Yes.
What do you mean you think?
I-
We just had
Yeah.
30 minutes.
I was
You've
trying
already
to
had
pick
this combo
which cards
before.
to play.
Okay, so the puppeteer, they're both 2-2.
Yes. Both two
And then
twos.
you're gonna, so these are both 2-2.
Yep.
You're gonna double the devotion of this. So that's,
Twice.
You still only have 4 vision. You have 2 vision because of the secret.
Yeah, no.
Only 2 vision, but an insane amount of devotion.
I have 3 hunger, so
Yep. So he loses the
I
puppeteer,
did one of these.
and then he still has 18 devotion. So the combo is done. He can no longer do this crazy double thing. But
none of them.
another turn of 18 devotion though. He can't be too mad about that.
Take the emissary.
No, that's the one with all the devotion stacked on it.
So now you have.
Now you only have
you
4
have
devotion.
spent.
4.
If you hold on to the emissary, you have 18 devotion, 16 devotion to spend. Oh no.
Huh, tight. That's
Okay.
it's fucking. I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay.
Obnoxious.
It's okay. That's the
Yeah,
more troll
it's,
thing to do. I would
I'm
have.
going at Tony. What do you
I would
got?
have lost the puppeteer
Oh,
and then bought maybe a second emissary and a royal
He
and
has
or no, just a royal and a
4?
mailstrom or something. Just go
5.
completely
I
insane.
have 6. 4 to spend. Is there anything that even costs 4? Oh, there's a herald.
No, please, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna buy that. That's pretty good.
Oh no.
No, bro. Why? Build this entire hand around getting that.
Ugh.
Parker's
So-
attacking Tony.
I have a question. I'm being forced to attack Tony, correct?
Correct.
yeah.
So I'm not attacking you at all.
Correct.
Okay. And then my other question is, his current shaper, does that proc? He has to move one of these up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. If you get visited twice with the current shaper. Okay, so he's moving the messenger up.
Change anything.
Put it over here.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll be for the next round.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have what, 5 vision?
Yeah.
Alright, triggered. And then I get to top deck. I have
Oh,
7. I have 8.
Dang.
And I have
he gets a secret.
8.
5. Yeah, 8 to spend. I'm totally gonna get this maelstrom.
No, so that's enough.
You know you can buy a royalty.
4, 5.
Right. I just got my first
8.
secret.
How many trophies do you have?
No.
8 sight beats this 3. Oh, I see. Sorry, I missed it. Tidecaller is doubling the current shaper's hunger, so that is 5, preventing him from stealing a secret. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, a royal for Parker because of the 1 trophy that Fidel gave him.
Poorly than I imagined it would.
Alright, Tony, you have to move your tide collar up to the top.
Oh man, Tony got attacked 3 times. Not good.
Yeah.
But I mean, that means his
His next attack is going to be insane. So,
Why does this move up here?
because of
the current shaper.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because of the-
And then Andrew got very
Oh,
lucky.
visiting.
Sandpale got very lucky.
And now I'm visiting you.
So now you have 2.
Being the 3rd person to visit Fidel
That's
after the current shaper has gotten rid of everything.
I have 5. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you don't lose anything.
Don't
And
lose
I
anything.
can spend 8,
8, but no trophy.
but I have no trophies.
Maelstrom, though. Get it.
As is tradition. Yeah, I guess I'll get this maelstrom. Cool.
Nice. Oh my god, he's so depressed, though.
That's it. The chess piece moves. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, okay.
Alright.
I messed up.
yay.
I don't know. Yep. If I was Fidel, I would have lost the puppeteer, bought in another royal that turn. But
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else
I
kind
got to
of...
take 1. That's cool.
I have yet to do so.
Ugh. Parker still doesn't have a secret, so he's still stuck with the bad visit that you start with. Everyone else has at least... Okay, so everyone else gets to ditch at least 1 thing. So that's good. Oh. Fidel has 6 here. He should only have 5, so he needs to leave 1 more. I'll pipe up there. Should I interrupt them? Or should I let the players figure this out for themselves? I should just tell Fidel. So Fidel, when you reset intense, you can only bring 5 back to the unused intense.
Oh, I have 2 to get rid of, don't I?
Cheater.
Forgot about that.
Oh.
Thanks for the reminder.
Also, last turn, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I think what you should have done is lose the puppeteer instead of the emissary, and then you would have 16 devotion to spend that turn instead of only 4.
Yeah, I know I probably screwed something up there, but
Well, it's not
Yeah.
necessarily screwed up because you still got the combo. This combo is still intact. I'm interested to see. I like this
Oh, I just
combo.
mean, yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
I could have like optimized it better.
It's cool to see you think about it. All right, I'm muting myself again. Carry on.
Where's my advice?
Get better cards.
Hey, bro. How do you know that I bought a royalty last round, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, doing better than me.
Yeah, so at least it's not one person with all the royals.
What's this question mark over here?
The question mark is a
The
hidden.
first
Yeah.
going first chest token.
Oh, why
That's
did it
just-
turn into a question mark? What the fuck? Anybody else see this?
No, it's like
Hmm.
a chess piece to me.
Oh yeah, it's a question mark for me too.
Is it because of the hide button?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's weird, I didn't notice it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, Sandpale. If someone visits him,
I too am ready.
maybe he'll be okay with that.
You're ready, kid.
Forced visit. Ooh. Well played, Fidel. The forced visit coming in handy. Unfortunately, it's for the person that's already ahead.
That's weird. It like disappears as you hover it.
On my screen, it's changing back and forth between a chess piece and a question mark.
It just disappears for me when you hover it over stuff, but not my stuff.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Parker?
Yeah, I've been ready, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Nice.
Alex is drinking, Parker is drinking, I'm drinking, and Parker's attacking Tony.
Why? Why? Okay. Well, no, he attacks first, right?
No, because it's your turn. It
Yeah.
overrides your.
It overrides your intent.
So
Yeah.
it's Alex first, then you, and you're
Well,
visiting Tony with 0.
No.
That's cool.
That's
I do
gross.
5.
Love it. I'm having a good time.
Secret.
And then Tony, you get to spend
Trophy.
4 before Parker because of Vol and Vol.
And he gains a familiar too.
So you can
Sure.
play the 1 4-cost card that's on the board.
What would that be
That's
in this order?
God. That's just cruel. Kicking a man while he's down.
Theoretically, it's not a May ability on the sculptor. It just says you must. I mean,
Okey-dokey.
when hosting, do this.
And
So he should
Parker
also be
has
gaining a
Force
familiar,
Man.
but which would make his deck watered down more. So
So
he shouldn't have the choice
now
to.
Tony
Alright.
visiting me.
We can talk about
I
that
get
later.
to top deck. I get to top deck again.
Ooh,
So the stat on the secret applies to both things, like his attack and my attack.
No.
Just your
just
visit.
yours.
Oh, so I didn't lose 2 sight on the last visit.
What do you mean?
You lost 2 sight on your host, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but not. Oh, on the host, right? Yeah, that wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only matters in like obscure situations.
Yeah.
I'm defending with 7.
7. How's he got?
I'm
1, 2,
attacking with 5.
4,
Visiting.
5, 6, 7.
Which one do you want?
Minus 2, 5. All right.
Take a message.
Trophy for Parker. This card has gotten Parker 2 trophies. But I don't think Fidel minds that too much.
Spend. Pick up another royal.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a little 2 thing.
8, 2. Can you get an 8, 2?
I mean, you can still buy a couple of them
Oh,
out of these 8 cost.
this
Yeah,
one
you
lets him
can
get
buy-
more royals, and then this one's just mean.
Shame you can't. Was it? I thought Doking was an 8.
No,
Did he get changed?
he's been 9 for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 9, 2 now, and he's probably going up even further at this point. He's almost always the right thing to buy at 9, 2, so I think an extra trophy is what we need. 9, 3. Gilkeen might become a 9-3 after today too. He's still
Potion?
No, 3
Oh,
3 trophies, yeah. He's on the short list of cards that might be too strong right now.
Yeah, three cards is pretty powerful. So. Diva, really? I hate you.
Sorry.
Wait, these two have the same.
You can't copy the art.
Sorry. I blame Hanya. She needs to make me another image.
Too many crab lip
Hannah,
characters.
Hannah, you have to make the art. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only duplicate art because Imok is so new. I just really needed a card that worked with the familiars to make the round out the mortals deck. So I needed to create him. It was an emergency. I haven't commissioned the art from Hannah yet. Hannah, to those who want to be professional about it. Yeah, she's working on it.
Yeah, she's working on it, Mark.
Work hard.
It also is nice to have a 25th royal because it just makes it more even numbers. So it's 25 royals, and you're supposed to take out royals equal to, so that there's royals remaining equal to 5 times the number of people playing. So in a 4-player game, you take out 5, in a 3-player game, you take out 10, 2-player game, you take out 15. Just makes it more even rather than taking out like 9 and 14 and stuff. So I think 25 is the magic number for royals. There's a couple effects on the cutting room floor still for royals that
1 in 10 left.
I'm interested to maybe try out at some point if some of these
Yeah, you
prove to
should
be
have
not
4 to
fun.
pick from.
Oh, they were just not stacked. That is really
I hate when
weird.
that happens.
I had a heart attack. I was like, why, what's going on here?
And I think we want to make at least one royal maybe that forces people to visit you. More things like that that reward people for building the high hunger thing. Although I don't know, this game no one's really needing that much help for that have done the hunger strategy. The hunger strategies are actually doing pretty well. Sandpale's the one. Oh, what's Sandpale doing here?
Champion of.
I'm very ready.
7
Oh.
sight.
You're attacking me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I have. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have more than that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -2. Okay, so Sandpale might be able to get Delphor with this visit.
Yeah.
Is that your secret?
So that he'll get his first
Nice.
royal. He'll be happy about that.
That angler fallen combo. It's-
Meanwhile, Darian's getting another secret.
But it still hits so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting any devotion.
Doesn't matter when you win by secrets.
With Durian's deck, I would get one of the forced visits.
All right, Parker's visiting
Yes,
me.
probably that one. Because Sandpale has the least sight.
Alex has.
That's what I would have grabbed too if I was him.
Yeah, I do have some amount to spend. Is there anything that costs 4 on the board? No.
So this secret that
No,
Durian
I'm
has
done.
is now going to force Sandpale to be visiting him sometimes. And look at all this hunger he's got. And all he needs is 2 more trophies. He's got 4 at the moment. 2 more trophies wins during the game. So forcing the person with the least sight to visit him, that's going to be good.
4, 5. So you win. Take a secret.
Planning on it.
Oh, Andrew is so depressed.
Take them all.
He is not having a good time.
This is the one time I get to steal a secret.
Slaughter them like animals.
He doesn't have the.
Yeah, I've already been plundered, Parker.
Feels bad. Okay, I have. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. I have 10 to spend with 2 trophies.
Ooh,
You'll
all
take
right. We're getting there now. Gilkeen it is. Parker has 2 royals. Fidel has 2 royals.
it. See,
Okay.
Andrew, you have to have faith in the process.
Durian might get there though. He's closest to winning with his 4 trophies. I don't.
I guess
Does he have a royal yet?
I'm visiting Parker with.
Sandpale's about to get one too.
I have 1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4, 5.
5,
Nice.
and I
secret, but he does get a royal.
And you have
Del 4.
purchased
The only option I had.
It's his only option, but it's not bad. This guy is going to be adding Maelstroms to his hosting party every time now.
It's not very good, but it was the only option that I
Did
could
you,
buy.
I think it's pretty good.
something in your hosting party?
What?
Oh, that went hosting. Never
No, it's
mind.
on this is hosting.
I
Yeah.
thought that said one and treated. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. It's got 1 hunger. There it goes. And you can add, like, when you're hosting with it, you can just get something for free, some big, nasty, high hunger pawn, and add it straight to your hosting party. So he can just add a Maelstrom straight to his hosting party every time he hosts with Delphor. So he's getting this sweet card in his deck, and that's like 5 hunger plus the one from Delphor. That's six hunger. That's not so shabby. It's only good if there's good high hunger pawns out there, though. Which in this case, well, there's a couple good ones. And then Delphor can see if they're visiting with like a Celestial or a Mortal. He can choose to maybe get this Succubus for free instead of the Maelstrom. 2 less hunger, but maybe that there's a Celestial Mortal that's visiting that's like really big. He might be able to, and he's the one that's gonna. I mean, Durian's gonna try to end the game by eating Sandpale's visitors. And oh yeah, the Delphor is not going to stop helping him on that front though, so that might still be the end. Once Durian forces Sandpale to visit him twice more. But there's other outs. Let's see, 2 trophies, and these 2 on the top and bottom here have 2 trophies each and some really nasty royals.
I'm ready.
Same.
Sure.
Sandpale. Scott.
Hang on 1 second. Let me just make sure I have everything right.
Sandpale, I don't see a way out for him.
Oh god, he's winding up the wombo.
Yeah.
No, that's no Wombo. Let's see. This is why Doppelganger's not that exciting. This
Yeah,
case,
okay.
Doppelganger's
That's why
just
I
gonna
have
be.
it.
There's no mortals, so it's not doubling anything.
Oh man. Everyone would go at me the time that I didn't draw anything.
Oh my God! All 3 of them at Durian. If he had high hunger this turn, it would be a game over.
So this should be an interesting attack.
Oh, and the advisor.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
No, but
no,
this,
he-
then,
Alright.
Oh, you're visiting me?
yeah, he's visiting
Yeah.
you, so he has the top deck right now. Let's see what he gets.
I mean, I have 0, so.
And he's got 1.
One.
Oh my gosh.
So
What round
cheeky.
are we in? Like 12? And you're gonna visit with
So
one
I
and
have
win?
5.
The deck is garbage, dude.
One sight wins the visit.
I still
Solid.
can't buy anything. What a
Yeah, because
fucking
they're all
waste.
they're all stakes are higher. It's ridiculous.
So silly.
Alright, let's start the bombardment.
Okay, I'm visiting Alex, and I get to triple top deck,
Triple top deck. Here it is.
and I
Oh.
draw a Herald. Okay.
It's more top decks.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's real disgusting.
I'm
That's
so
a
glad
lot
I
of
have
sight.
Aeronauts.
Yeah, I'm upset that I don't have any Aeronauts.
Yeah.
So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 vision.
11 vision.
I'm going to disable one of your abyssals. We'll take like 1 off.
Probably
Is
the
this 4
4
captain in play?
Yes.
It's in your temple.
Yeah, I just pulled him onto this.
Disable the 4 captain, Alex.
Oh, he's in play? Then yeah, I disable that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8.
I only have 2. Yeah, that's
Okay, so I get to see.
bad.
All right.
You gotta
So
disable
yeah.
them,
So
Alex.
Parker's getting a
I'm
secret,
aware.
and he'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You're gonna have to bust all
9
three
to
of
spend
them.
with 2 trophies, and
Yep.
9 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
it's-
I have 1, 2, 3.
Well, if I dust the advisor itself,
Oh yeah, you could best it when I
Nine.
visit you.
yeah.
Keep the Mistwalker.
9 2. What are we taking? Ulendroth. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely
That's so
will
strong in
like
his
draw
deck.
there, which is really unfortunate.
Parker might.
It happens.
Parker's in a position that he could turn this game around. I think.
And I'm visiting Alex with
He just needs
well,
to.
First, actually, I get to detain all hosts with no
Oh
sight.
wait. Oh shit. I'm sorry. While you're doing that,
I
I'm gonna
think
say-
None of my hosts have no sight.
I think he needs to start putting Gilkeen in his
As usual,
hosting
Lucianus does
party
nothing.
and Olendroth in his hosting party, and then
Otherwise, I have
forcing people to visit him.
You have
I
an
think-
abyssal.
I think he could get there with trophies that way.
Well, that's a waste. You have 4.
Uh-huh.
I have 1. Whoa. An advisor, it is time to retire yourself.
All right. Advisor banishes herself. Her advice is, "You don't need me no more." She did work though.
Aeronaut? No.
This deck is thin. Wait a minute, that's way too thin. 4,
Maelstrom.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in his entire deck. Wow.
Okay. I'm done.
I don't know, Travis. I don't think we need the advisor to be any
Alex,
stronger.
there's 5.
He's already done
You have an
9
abyssal?
cards in his deck. That's crazy. With a Herald, he's drawing his whole
I
deck
have
every
1.
turn.
Secret.
That's why he's got the 4 trophies.
Yeah, I normally would have been able to fend all this shit off.
Wait, what do you
Files
mean
or
you're
secret
attacking for
file?
5?
What are you
You're doubling the puppeteer.
Yes. Which pile was your secrets?
It's the one below my trophy.
Yeah, I think for the player mats, we're gonna want to like type secrets like below
Alright,
this
one.
pile and like trophies above this pile, so it's not hidden by the cards themselves. That'll make it a little more clear. And then like the things like this too, like this is like used intense right up here.
You doppelganger the diva and do those
No,
buffs.
you can't
No.
doppelganger Diva because she costs too much.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they're talking about Doppelganger. Doppelganger in a previous iteration
I can
could
only
copy
do something.
anything.
Yeah, I see that now.
Okay, and I
Um,
can buy this, right?
and it was like a win more card. It was like good if you're ahead because you have royals and the Doppelganger is just becoming a copy of the royal and going crazy.
You have
Now the Doppelganger can only copy small things, but you can see it still can go crazy. It just has to be more of a combo thing.
Yeah, you have just enough to buy it. Yep, just diva lets you buy it.
Yeah.
Lugain, the number 1 biggest royal in the game. Okay, so now I am rooting for Fidel again. Lugain lets him basically gain
Yeah.
Okay.
gain a trophy every time he visits with Lugain. So he just needs to visit with Lugain 4 more times, or like 2 times with Lugain and win 2 visits, 2 hosts or something.
Probably should think about now.
This thing is gonna
It's around.
go cray.
Sit.
Okay, there's Vol and Vol. What else we got? Oh, there's Haunt. Are one of them gonna force the other to visit? Ooh, Shaman's gonna protect Parker. If I was Fidel, I would put Vol and Vol, an emissary, and a messenger on visit, and just have lose a messenger for a 11 devotion turn, get another royal. But can't argue with this plan either of not visiting because he's probably got much stronger cards in his deck somewhere. I can't believe how few cards Durian has in his. 9 cards. I would be putting the Angler on hosting every time. He's trying to do the like get secrets thing with the Fallen plus Angler, high secret or high sight bit. But like Fidel still has 6 secrets left. He's
Are
not
you
gonna win
ready,
that way.
son?
He should focus on just getting the last 2 trophies.
Wait, actually,
IMO. Oh, I know why he has no cards in his deck. He's never entreating anything. He's just like
Alright.
he's like literally choosing to never buy anything and just keep cycling
Alright.
through these cards.
I'm visiting Tony with 11.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Have
well, cool, I get a secret, and then you're gonna get to spend, like, almost nothing. So-
Damn.
we're all attacking Tony. Good lord.
oh my god, 3 people are attacking
Over
through
your
Vol.
secrets.
Going fishing.
Volernal's gonna do some work,
Yeah, I
but
can search, right?
Yeah.
He should have visited someone with low amount of secrets left. Either of these guys, he could try for the secret route. I like Durian's plan of just having 9 good cards.
Alright, and then you have the joy of spending
and just never buying
3.
anything anymore.
Get in there, champ.
Would be.
But he needs the game to end quickly because he's not gaining royals anymore. Not with
Yeah.
his plan. He just
I'll
needs
go
to
for
end it.
It's mine now.
Why? Why pollute your deck?
I'm gonna buy nothing.
Okay, well, I'm visiting Tony with Nick 0,
0
Oh,
seconds.
nice.
With 0?
but I have a Shaman.
The Shaman protects
Dang.
him again.
What is
Shaman's
this one?
Tony gets to spend 5.
4.
Shaman's Awk.
Oh yeah.
This is my intent. So you get to spend 4 before I do. Anything you want to buy?
I have 4?
Yeah, you have 4 to spend because I visited you.
I'm not gonna buy the nothing that I can buy.
Same.
Wow. Getting that value here.
That's really
Alright.
really visit me.
Visiting Tony, and I have 9.
He's got 4. And Tony, you get to spend 7. Does he get the maelstrom effect too?
No. He just gets that much.
No, yeah, he doesn't get the discount. He only gets the devotion. Yeah. Correctly pointed out, Andrew.
You can buy anything off the top level, Tony.
Yeah.
Lore Captain.
Help us get rid of this 6 base that we have up going on.
Four
All
times.
6
Really
stuff.
bad in your deck.
Yeah, you.
Like
I don't-
always.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The only visitors we have are the messengers, I think.
Alright, y'all. I am going to get a coffee, but I'll be back before this round is over at this rate.
Today, Junior.
I will take. Sorry.
Where are you putting that? Send it across the board.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna buy
Oh, you
Anger
haven't attacked yet. What the hell are you doing?
Oh yeah, you're right.
2. And 5.
So at the end of the game, are points tallied just on how many intent you have trophies?
If you win on trophies, you just win. If you win on secrets, you also just win.
Oh,
Like simple. There's no more tallying.
okay.
Tony is visiting Andrea with 2.
I have
0.
0.
I
Wow.
win.
So you have
6.
6 to spend. Wow, you got to buy so many times this round.
Oh, I didn't want
Yeah, but he got to spend 3, 4.
Yeah.
Build a
still.
Jester into my deck just for lulz.
Yeah, F your deck up.
Troll myself.
You guys underrate that card, I swear.
It's too hard. It's too hard to work it in.
I think Tony's the last person I want to have that because that just means we're going to take another hour from
Yeah.
each hand as he tries to calculate things.
Yeah. So again, another one.
All right, the piece comes back to me, and we're.
Wanna come hang out with me? Alright, I'm back. What I miss?
I have intents to pick from.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, me too.
Especially with Fallen, no devotion. Yeah. Yeah, Travis. I like this strategy. I think if who's this? Durian, right? Yeah. I think if Durian put the high hunger stuff, like all of his best stuff on in hosting every time without fail, and like just tried to force people to visit him, all he needs is those 2 more trophies. Yeah, perfect. Does he have a way to force someone to visit him? No, see, that's the thing. He needs that to not go to waste. Let's see. So that wins against Andrew. Still wins against Andrew.
I'm ready.
Oh, now Andrew's not visiting anymore.
Sure.
Sure did.
Parker's visiting.
Who asked?
Andrew.
Yeah, me. I did.
Alright, I'm ready also.
Oh, we need Fidel to have an intent. Hi. All right, I got a dog for the last couple turns this game. Oh, can I get on this? Can I ping? I might not be able to from this account.
Pull out his calculator.
2 plus 3. Carry the 1. And it gives me how much devotion? Yes. I have my intent in.
These guys are hilarious. These are all mostly friends of the
Well,
illustrator
I'm trying to figure out how to divide my
that are
messages
playtesting
into my
today.
It's like, alright, do I want to visit with 2 messengers or defend with 2 messengers?
I'm gonna lose one of my visitors. Which one should I try to...
Exactly. Yeah. Like, which of the cards have I drawn is the least valuable to me?
Who am I gonna feed a trophy to?
Hopefully not Alex, because he's got 4.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, Alex has had 4 for a while, y'all.
End of the game.
They can't hear me.
Hello.
I think Alex. There was a turn. There was a turn where Alex didn't put his strongest stuff on hosting.
I mean, I've given Alex 3 trophies already. Why not stop now?
Yeah, why stop now?
So I'm ready.
Yeah, these guys are fun, as I was saying. But I think next week we're going to look for other playtesters to live stream with. So if anyone watching wants to live stream
Visiting with,
in our group
Cool, I do not.
next week, I'm looking at you, Travis, or Shane, or anyone that's. I mean, preferably we'd stream with someone that's got a game or 2 under their belt at least, just so we. But we could also do a sesh of like new folks. I don't know. We'll see what works. If we do new folks, I'd have to probably join in or someone that's played and do a little demo first. But I think it'd be fun to switch it up every week, to have different people come on and play.
Get rid of 2 cards from the pawn shop.
The pawn shop.
The pawn shop. It's actually.
Should get rid of those bards. They're terrible.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting rid of them, yeah.
No one likes the bard. They used to be too strong. They got buffed or nerfed pretty hard. More emissaries.
Alright.
Oh, there's the shaman too.
I am visiting no one.
Let's zoom in a little.
Now it's Tony's
I'm
turn.
visiting you with 5.
Another familiar in my deck. It's what I always wanted. And now
So if Sandpel could get
Give me
Imok,
one of your,
he could actually still turn this game around. Look at all these familiars. And then Imok lets him turn all those familiars into devotion.
Get another, never mind.
It'd be kind of fun to see.
5 to spend.
But I don't think it's just not working out for him. He's been like 1 or 2 off every turn. Just
I
getting.
reclaim my sculptor now.
No. Sculptor belongs to me now.
I don't really want the illusionist.
Shaman, or the Mistwalker, or the
I
Critic,
don't really want any of those.
the Seamstress.
Or the emissary.
I feel like people not wanting these things is not
Oh yeah.
really correct. I feel like
Yes.
there's some pretty nice stuff out there that will actually
Man,
add
my
emissary's
to
God,
that.
good 'cause
your
he's got
deck
that
is-
Wanda.
But Fidel,
I
yeah,
have just a little a
Only
lot
person
of
he has
cards.
is one.
Fidel has an insanely big deck compared to the rest. 22, 27 cards. Yeah, they're versus
Probably
Yeah.
led the queen.
9 card over here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 27 cards in your deck. That's
Good lord.
I know.
17.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything.
17, 9, 27,
Alright, Alex, what are you
6,
Oh, I was
15.
drinking.
You already
I already
23 here
did
too.
my nothing.
torched his hand.
It's crazy the difference in deck size right now. Ooh. Oh, I see 3 royals drawn. Let's see how this lines up. Okay. That's a good start, Andrew. That's a good. Oh, Aeronaut does not
So
work with
funny.
anything.
You know.
I'd put advisor on visiting.
a poor hand.
Uh-huh.
Relatable.
It's like a little too late to thin your deck. You just need to put those. I would put the 2 musicians on. Oh no! You know what he can do? He can put it like that, and then add the jester with using Delphor Andrew can grab the Jester from the center, this one here, which swaps the hunger and sight of everything. So he could swap, which would make the Advisor a good one because it's got 2 sight, which normally doesn't matter when hosting, but would if you combine it with the Jester. And then, like, for instance, if Durian visits Sandpale, and he chooses to get the Jester, all of a sudden Durian goes from having 8 sight to having 0 sight because he uses the hunger value instead. I think Delphor is like a really good card. Like, he has the choice. Like, he sees what he's getting visited with and like can use the Jester if that wins it for him, or he can grab the critic if he just needs a couple more hunger. You know.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Shit.
Is anyone going to visit him?
I really need to get that Emok the Trader card, but there's no way because I only have a trophy.
Yep, he's identified the same thing. He
No
needs
way,
Imok,
possible
but
way to get to 10 tribute.
maybe Imok's too expensive.
3 secrets. Or 3 trophies, I mean.
Do
Really
the
strong
ultimate
card, but-
Waldo combo. Get rid of all your familiar.
It's extremely overpriced.
Yeah, that feels very...
Alright, they're talking about it too. I'd buy that. I think it's overpriced. Drop that cost down, increase the cost to
So it's
something
like an
else.
early game royalty. I think it should be
Yeah,
like a 9-1.
yeah, agreed.
Love it. Heard
But,
it.
I mean, I guess if it was that cheap,
I'm
you
gonna
could just go familiar deck and do that and then just steamroll everybody.
I don't think you would though. Tony spent 30 on round 8 and he's not steamrolling.
Yeah. I hear you guys. I think Imok is too expensive. I would love to see Andrew be able to afford that and like have a chance to.
I
Yeah.
think like an 8-2 or like a 9-1 or something.
Yeah. I think so too. Maybe even just 1 trophy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would leave it at 1 trophy and even consider 8-1. Because you
8-1?
can only
Yeah.
pull off the crazy one time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like twice, but yeah, it takes a long time in between.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice. He's the only thing with 7 hunger, but I digress. He still needs to be cheaper.
Yeah, I guess that is true. That's
Yeah.
pretty high hunger.
I mean, you can always adjust the stats.
That's true.
For cost inflation too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
decrease. So
Yeah, I'm ready. Tony, you ready?
Okay.
Plus, I mean, if you buy that card and use it on hosting
Yeah, you're kind of stupid if you host with that card.
Yeah, I'm ready.
until you run out of mortals.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You do it once. You do the
Already.
visit with it once, and then I've
Visiting
muted
with
myself
it.
to them by the way again. But
I get to detain all non-abyssals. So.
oh my lord.
wow, brutal.
uh,
Oh my gosh, Parker's going off now.
Oh, he's doing it.
Well, that one didn't help.
The worst top deck of all time.
Why is the game lagging? What's going on?
There you go. You've got too many cards in your visiting party. That's
Doesn't
why.
really matter what I'm attacking with. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a secret.
Take a secret. All right. So Durian's gonna have 3 secrets left. 3 secrets left.
That's the most satisfying thing ever, and it only happens once or twice a game, but it's worth it. Okay, now I have 3, 4.
3.
Yeah, for some reason we just haven't seen any admirals this week or last week.
I have 7. See, but even with this, I only have 7 devotion. So
Oh, only 7. That's unfortunate.
You can buy that Jester.
yeah.
Jester's nasty.
Go clown around.
Jester's good.
How about that? I have 7 to spend. I'm buying nothing.
Really?
Well,
No,
I got a secret out of it. Andrew, it's your turn.
I don't think that's right.
I'm visiting Parker.
I have
Like he's
one.
putting all of his abysses in visiting party every time. He
Nice.
can at least get something defensive in
I
his
did
deck, you know.
banish,
So he's not having defensive like that
Actually,
garbage.
I can banish the advisor, right?
You can.
Yes.
You're gonna banish the advisor over a messenger.
Yes, because I have an abyssal synergy deck, and I'd rather have the messengers.
These guys.
Finally.
I like this though. They're doing things I would not choose to do, which is, I mean, good. That's good for playtesting.
Guild King, best card.
Yeah, Gilkeen is too strong.
I could actually go for the familiar troll deck.
Do it. We need
Huh.
somebody. We need somebody to try it out.
No, I don't have the secrets for it.
Here, I'll give you one of mine.
That card's really bad. That just screwed me more than anyone else. I'm gonna take Vesun the Omnipotent.
Ooh.
Next turn, you have to set out your hosts revealed before I set out any cards.
When entreated, each other player takes turns setting up their house revealed. Next, wow.
Oh, there's a card on my watch list. Jude.
Tony.
She's too strong right now.
I'm visiting Alex with 5.
She's gonna get nerfed.
I have 6.
Wrecked.
Yeah!
Give him Gleb.
Have a familiar.
Oh no,
Oh,
is that the
which
5th
one?
trophy?
That one.
That's the 5th trophy for
Hmm.
Durian. One more away.
Damn. Alex only needs one more secret and he wins.
Well, why would he win? Does he have the most secrets?
He has 5.
Yeah, he does.
I mean,
It just says trophies.
Oh, trophies, yeah.
One more trophy, Durian wins. The secret victory is way off.
Beginning to mount and come back.
Durian's got all the time in the world.
It's way too late.
3 secrets, 3
Oh,
secrets,
sorry.
4.
Yeah, it's the Mortal Kombat, Mortal Synergy card that I was thinking of taking. Oh no, he took it.
When hosting had 400. Oh my god, yeah.
Alright, my turn.
Okay.
Visiting Tony.
I have 1.
Unfortunately, it's not good on
I have 8.
That's
What
more
is
than
that?
1.
It is.
I know.
Durian is definitely trolling. I love this. He's not buying anything. He's just got the like
Oh, yeah,
a couple
I
I have
cards.
this one.
He's just trying to ride it out. He's just trying to ride it
So
out.
Messenger can get out of my deck finally.
You should have gone through your discard pile and started a royalty.
Yeah.
There it is. He's got the other forced visit. Durian's just gonna end the game. He hasn't bought anything in. I don't know. A dozen turns or so. He hasn't added anything new to his deck. Is this broken or a genius? I don't know.
Alright, you guys gotta show me your hosts. So
That
now,
sucks.
I have to show you my hosts.
Yeah, he bought
Yeah.
a royalty that.
So everyone,
Go
yeah,
ahead, attack into me. Out, Andrew, do it.
yep. Parker's got the right idea. So yeah, this card is weird. The way it's worded right now, theoretically, what would happen is that Fidel would put out one host revealed to all 4 players. Then you'd go around the table, add one host face up, so everyone else has a little bit of info too. But that's a lot of work. I mean, I think it would work in a real life situation, but on Tabletop Simulator, it's just like gonna drag it out. The other solution is what kind of Parker's got, which is just put your 3 hosts face up, and then just like let everyone have a peek,
Yeah.
and then from there, maybe Andrew can visit someone with a spicy visit.
I think you should visit me, Andrew.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right, looks like oh no,
Oh, my cards! Oh. I lost my cards. I pulled them off. What?
are they falling into the abyss?
They'll come
No, they're
back.
there. They're
Yeah,
there.
they
I'll
came
come back.
I have them back now. That terrified me.
Alright, are you done looking?
Looks like everyone's set.
I have to look at Alex's cards. Okay, this is horrifying. You all huge walls.
Yeah, that is horrifying, actually. Who can he even visit? That's Puppeteer doubles Davis hunger, so that's 3, 11, 12 hunger here. Got 3,
Paul,
7.
Parker just. Mine's
8.
the easiest, I guess.
Yeah, Alex is the softest, but I'm probably gonna lose anyways.
Yeah, Alex is the softest, but
Surely you could drink.
No, I don't have a drinking token.
You didn't bring a drink. This is why.
I already used it.
Oh.
oh my god. So he's
Oh.
the safest to visit is over here, except for the fact that if he loses, the game's over. So
Positive.
actually, no, he can visit Parker. Ulendroth, he just knows that Ulendroth's going to stop all non-abyssals, but he's got 3
Then
abyssals he
has
can
a bunch
send.
Yeah, but he's got a bunch of abyssal buffs. Like he'll just stat.
Oh my god, I thought I was muted. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna mute myself. I was just commentating again. With thinking you couldn't hear me. All right, goodbye.
Where's my help?
Red. I could see your cards. I can make the same deductions.
Yeah.
I don't think you gave out any intel that you weren't already aware of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Alright.
a bold move here. It's gonna be quality.
So I can't change my host now, right?
Correct.
Right.
Cannot.
Pretty lame.
I'm
What is this?
It's a welfare advisor. That's what it is. So you can
Oh well.
you can have this messenger.
Well, I haven't even put an intent out yet.
Doesn't matter.
What?
What, dude?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm making you attack me. But
Well, now I gotta figure out.
Tony, you have to.
Now
make
he
the
knows.
intent-
He just gets to burn an intent.
You need
Yeah.
to make intents out.
I guess I'll just do that one.
All right, there you go.
Right.
Not that I would have played it.
God.
Well, I already gave you your trophy, and I have 3 to spend, but I'm not gonna spend anything. So.
All right.
Oh well. He's gonna execute one of your minions.
Oh my gosh! All of a sudden, Fidel
Yikes.
went from 2
Oh
trophies
my
to 4
God.
trophies.
Wait, no, mine detains that.
No, his
Nope.
goes first.
So visitors' effects happen before hosting effects.
Whatever. Well, you're attacking first before him, so.
Yeah, the game might just end. I'm attacking Alex, or visiting with 11.
I mean, you'll survive that. I mean, I doubt my Herald can even do anything.
Well, I guess we'll see.
You have 8.
Yo.
Ooh, 1. 9.
The game doesn't end.
Not ending. Okay.
I have 4 to spend though. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Real awesome. Actually, I mean, it's -3 on everything now, so. Shaman is 1. I'm taking the Shaman.
That's good.
Jester.
That's good too. I would do the exact same play. That's great.
Just give Tony 2 secrets in this turn. I mean, 2 trophies.
Yeah, Tony all of a sudden.
I only got 2.
Because
Oh, because of the
I
thing,
impacted
yeah.
you. Or no,
No, it's
you're-
Tony's turn. Yeah, Tony gets
Yeah,
to execute a minion. He
So
also
we're
gets
talking
to
about this guy.
execute a minion, so.
Oh, your choice.
When visiting, devour a host of the hosting
Is that your
player's
choice?
choice.
Devour a host of the party's choice. So I'm giving you one that goes into your trophies, right?
Correct.
Tight.
If he gives the
Can I draw
Herald,
first?
No.
nope.
Take the Herald.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, take the Herald. Yes, I have other Heralds.
Herald. Okay.
Goes in.
I know that. I was just moving it to my side of the deck.
Let's get to top deck, but I get to tame all of your attackers that aren't abyssals. So you're attacking with 1,
Darn.
and I have 5.
So many trophies giving out this
Which one
turn.
would give me the familiar or the current shaper?
Yeah, the familiar.
Or Lugain.
Or Lugain.
I really don't like Lugain. Or the one that gives you secrets automatically. The thief or whatever he's called.
Krill, the spy.
Yeah, I really don't like those 2.
He was kind of nerfed though.
Alright, my attack.
Yeah.
Tony gets to buy.
Is that-
Oh no, he doesn't.
I'm not
Is
gonna
that-
He
lie.
did 0.
I think that's
That's
Parker
fine.
saying.
Alex is attacking me with 1.
With
I think that's Parker saying that he doesn't like Lugain. Lugain is like an automatic trophy generator. Like there's very few cards that can actually stop him from just gaining trophies whenever he visits. Is anyone watching that has an opinion on that? Because it is true. Like I mean, that's why he's the most expensive thing. But also, it's like there's not much counterplay to this guy. Shaman and one of the royals called Autir can stop him, but that's it. And the Shaman might be going the way of the Dodo soon. So, in which case there will be only 1 card that can stop him from just automatically freely getting trophies. You only need 6 to win too. But like this game, I think has reached the part where it's kind of okay. I'm okay with this game ending at this point, and I know Andrew's been okay with this game ending for a while now. So maybe it's okay that it's just like an inevitable countdown.
job's done.
Hey, welcome, Michael. Yes, Travis, next week. Oh, 1v1 next week. Oh, Travis is a 1v1 player. And Hanya has noticed the dog. Sorry, I've been a little behind on my comments. Yes, dog. Dog is here. Demanding pets. Alright, so yeah. Any other opinions on Lugain? He's one that I like. I'll ask Parker after this game what he thinks. I mean, I understand what the problem is. Like, it's just free. Like, if I play this 2 more times, the game ends. But, like, I feel like you're kind of paying for it. Like, you kind of earned it. It's a way to end it. I don't know. Ooh, yeah. Parker's going for the full sweet hosting.
I am ready.
If anyone visits Parker,
Just a moment.
he's going to be
That was so
thrilled.
slow.
3. Is this game over? Nope. These Mistwalkers... Sandpal doesn't have any abyssals to detain. They can't hear me, right? No, they can't. Durian can force Sandpal to visit, but he's going to have 1, 2, 5 sight.
This game has gotten a little bit more competitive than it was half an hour ago.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
The game shouldn't be over on like turn 4.
and I definitely thought that that was what the game was going to turn into, was Alex and Tony running away with it, but they're still both ahead. But I feel like Andrew and I kind of come back a little bit.
I don't know.
I think you're doing better than I am, but yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Andrew's
we are
still
a bit
out of it,
more.
to be honest.
But I don't think either of us have a chance to necessarily win, but
No.
I think Parker could.
Not.
Look at that.
challenging for these two.
This is exactly what he needs to do to win, though. Put nasty things on host and hope people visit him. It's not going to work out this turn, but oh, that's gonna be so sad for Parker.
Oh, wait. Oh, I did not read this. I almost made a grave error.
Oh yeah,
I'm not ready.
that is not a combo.
Why did you attack with 0?
No, I could have, yeah, that could have been very bad. Let's see here.
Yeah. I'd put some. I mean, if I was Parker, I'd put some more heavy hitters down in his hosting party, and that would not pay off because no one's visiting him. But
I'm ready.
I think that's how he should try to win.
I think we're all ready. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh.
Wouldn't have mattered. Nobody attacked me, but I almost had Haunt the Shade hosting with Joran.
Damn it! Oh, it's so close.
Oh, man, yeah, it is so close. These guys
I am visiting Tony. Do you have any?
Oh,
are close to winning, but not quite there.
No. Why'd you have to do that?
I have 4. I have 8 vision. No, I have 9 vision.
9 vision.
I forgot how much I had.
You have 2.
Oh, he's double. He's got a puppeteer, sculptor, familiar
I
combo.
calculated it. I forgot. I have 4, 5, 6. That's yeah.
You have to.
4. So familiar has 4 hunger. 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
So that's what 1.
8 hunger.
So you have 4,
6, right?
5, 6,
7,
8. You have 8. 1, 2.
Oh, I didn't apply that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you.
Yeah. So Hanya and Travis are saying like, sure you maybe earn in the game,
5.
but then
7,
why aren't the other players just
Yeah.
giving up at that point if they know they only have 2 turns before
9.
the game just ends it for free?
I have 7,
Maybe he should just like win it automatically, but that's not fun. Don't know. There's like,
Nothing. Never mind.
I don't know. I think yeah, if you're really far behind and there's no way you can get the like 2 more trophies before your opponent draws the game 2 more times, then I think maybe there's other cards that you can
Alright,
that your
Tony.
opponent would end the game just as well for your opponent if you don't have a chance anyway.
Oh.
But it does feel pretty hopeless.
I have 5. I came so close.
Yeah, I would've
Any
lost
of yours were abyssals.
Yep.
Damn Damn
One
it.
for Tony Thos.
Durian
Alex,
is.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for Durian.
I've got my own agenda, Tony. I don't.
All right.
He's still. It's been like
perfect.
he hasn't bought a card in like an hour and a half. He's literally just cycling through these 9 cards.
You saved my bacon.
You could buy no, you're one trophy.
That was so
I know I can't
close.
afford. I thought about it, but I can't. I don't have the trophies. I'll just buy Tenga.
Ooh,
Sack.
Andrew's coming back.
Alright, Tony passes,
And then
We're
you
done.
and then I visit Gob with
7.
5.
5.
Well, yeah, it goes down to 5. What do you have?
He has 1.
2.
Here it is. Yeah.
2. Okay, well,
Barely.
then I'm gonna have 3 to spend, of which I will not be spending it, so.
Sure, dude. That emissary's looking pretty nice.
No, I'm good.
Do it, please.
So-
Come on.
I forgot to have them remove 5 royals from the game at the start, but there theoretically should only be 1 card left in this royal pile, which is very rare for a 4-player game to actually like get this close to ending from royals running out. That means everyone's getting royals and somehow not ending. And Durian is not one of them getting royals since he is incapable at this point of having more than like 4 devotion on any given turn. By choice, though. All he needs to do is just get one good host. Does he? Oh, there it is. Force Andrew to visit. He's got the force Andrew to visit card still. Oh, but Andrew's deck is getting better now.
Yeah.
It might be just a little too late. Durian was so close, and I think there was. I mean, we'll have to watch the replay on this, but I think there was a time, like, I don't know, 8 turns ago, where he put some stuff in the visiting party that had high hunger.
So with the intent, that one that like makes them attack you. If I played that, I would have to attack first, correct?
Oh, you're going last. No, if you play the taunt, it still goes through the.
Okay.
The
Thing
turn
order.
order is still okay. Good, they got that one. I like when hearing questions, then another player actually can answer it. That's cool. Because no one here in this playtest has played this current version more than once or twice, which is the introduction of the forced visit stuff. Can Durian make Parker visit him? With those 2 Mistwalkers, if he has a way to force Parker to visit him, he does. That's the force Parker to visit. If he plays that this turn, he wins. If he plays this card... Oh shoot, that's not... He has no way to make Parker visit him. This makes Fidel visit him, and this makes Sandpale visit him. And then sadly, he's got cards that are like Mistwalker, which are good against Parker specifically. So the question is, Parker has to choose to visit Durian. And if Parker chooses to visit Durian at any point, basically, Durian's going to win. But I think Parker knows this. Because he knows that there's 2 Mistwalkers over here that he has to worry about. The Mistwalkers are actually like only good against Parker. So Durian's
Kids.
Ready?
Durian's kind of painted in an awkward corner,
Okay.
actually.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
He only needs to win one more time, but it might just... The window might have closed.
I'm ready.
Okay, here's... So Durian is forcing Andrew to
So
visit.
you lied. You're not
Actually,
ready.
never mind, I'm not ready.
Okay, hang on. So Durian's not winning this.
You know what we do to liars on this board?
I know, I'm ready.
We slap him up.
We do nothing.
I'm also ready now.
We flip the table when we're done.
Here we go. Everyone's ready.
All right, we are ready.
I'm ready, yeah.
Andrew is going to get forced to
Me?
visit Durian.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm visiting Tony.
No, you're visiting me.
You're gonna lose the game for us.
No,
You
he's
have any
not.
abyssals this time?
The thing that's
No.
saving him
No.
is the Soon.
Oh man.
Thank
But
God.
I have 10.
I have 6.
So I get a secret from you. Thank you.
Andrew's getting a
Once
secret.
again, you.
These Mistwalkers are good against Parker, and that's
I mean,
it.
let's try again.
Oh, Durian. I like his strategy, but like just the window is closed. I think everyone's deck has
I have
surpassed him
all
now.
3 of the buff intents to attack Alex.
Area to attach into, Andrew.
Alright, I have
Oh,
Dog's back.
and
Alex is going first.
no. I have the token.
Yeah,
You already
he goes first.
Oh.
I'm spending.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
spending.
yeah.
Does he have a good spend? What's the spend here?
Not worth it.
2 plus 2 plus
Intriguing.
3, so 7 with a two tribute discount. By the way, this might end by Royals running out because we never took the 5 Royals out of the Royal deck. So once one more comes out of that deck, we got to banish those last 5.
Wait, what? Why?
Because you start. Maybe this is a rule that's kind of buried, but you start with the Royal deck should start with 5 Royals per player. So there's 25 total Royals, but you only in a 4-player game should only be playing with 20 of them.
I did not know that.
So once the last royal is purchased, it's game over.
Yeah. So if all the Royals run out, that's like I've only seen like about 5% of games end that way, but this game is actually kind of shaping up to maybe be that way. If Durian can't squeak this last trophy.
I feel like that's unlikely though, because doesn't somebody have to purchase every single royal?
Yeah, so you'd have to purchase every single one. It's super, super unlikely. In 2 and 3-player games, sometimes it happens. In a 4-player game, that's super unlikely, but it might.
I'm gonna buy Ski Hane, and so everyone puts a trophy from their
No.
trophy pile into their
Oh, there goes that. Durian's window has closed now.
Into the book pile?
into your temple, so your discard pile. Just so Alex can't win.
Thanks.
No.
Oh, now Durian has a new possibility of victory.
Tony got a herald, so
He-
Feels like pure.
He's gained an actual good card for his deck. Now he can maybe.
Alex is attacking. Or
Yeah.
So weird.
Visiting you
But
with
now he
a
only
very
has 4
paltry
trophies.
attack, so
One plus
it's gonna
the top.
suck.
1,
Yeah.
5.
You're at -1 right now.
6.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden,
Yeah, 9.
secrets might be the way to win. I don't know. This is crazy.
He's at 3.
I thought this game was going to end
Wow.
a while ago.
By my calculations.
Another musician. Yeah. And then I have
Is Andrew going to...
actually 5. Wow, that's
Dude,
unexpected.
Alex, Andrew, the fact that you bought that card right now is so problematic. I was making a play for
Buy
a
this.
trophy royal, and you effed me.
I really did.
Oh, yeah, he really did.
No lasers for you.
I played this intent just so I would have the extra secret, and then you effed me.
Oh, just to get
Oh,
lasers? Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
brutal.
Yeah. Alex, did you buy?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. I get to top deck 4 times.
Jeebus.
Add 4 cards to his visitor. So, if we axe Shaman,
Yeah.
the effect I'm considering adding in its place
When visiting and when hosting.
would hose Parker's
all
deck. It would be,
parties. Correct. So,
we're looking at making Shaman do something like detain, like, when hosting, the visitor must detain all but 3 visitors. So that, like, when you're doing something like Parker's doing with adding a bunch of guys to your visiting party, the Shaman would shut down that strategy specifically. But it's kind of a narrow effect, so I don't know. I mean, it would really get Parker and would be not very effective on anyone else. So maybe that's not great. I don't know. That's something we're considering. All right, back to the action.
Lathis is my royalty app for myself. That is
Yeah, the
the round.
self-disable. Yep.
All right, what do we got here? Fidel, cash flow, copy, doppelganger, Mistwalker, Diva, buy another royal. Sure.
Dang it.
Okay. Durian going for strong host again. Force Andrew. Maybe Andrew doesn't have a good visit for once. Yes, this would get it. But now he's 2 trophies away, sadly. He's gonna get back up to 5 again. Ugh. This is sad. You hate to see it. Meanwhile, Parker's not going to win by trophies. But he's got some beef in his deck. And a pretty slim deck still.
I'm ready.
Still thinking.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I know it's hard to imagine. Me.
Whoa, is Fidel not visiting at all? With that sick party? No, that can't be right. And then what's the emissary doing down there? He could at least swap the doppelganger down there for an extra 3 hunger. If he's not planning on visiting. Oh, maybe he will.
I'm ready.
What's that?
What's happening?
I don't know.
I see my intents aren't stacking.
Yeah, I don't know why that happens.
Okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's because they're flipped.
Alright.
Kind of annoying.
Okay, so he is going to visit.
We need to end this game soon.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
The game could end at any minute. All we need is
Do it.
a trophy here or there.
I am visiting Parker.
No, you aren't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why?
we got 2 forced
Needed-
visits across the table again.
It's gonna work this time, Alex.
Yes, Alex gets.
Yeah. No, it won't. But
No, it is gonna work this time. My host.
oh, you actually have an abyssal. It's
Yeah.
disabled. Woohoo!
There we
It's pretty
go.
bad, anyways. But yeah, 3.
Did it with 3.
And you have a Herald, so
Here we go. Boom.
Ooh, spicy.
I don't think it even matters. But yeah.
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 All right. So
There's your
Alright.
messenger, Alex.
there's a trophy.
Nice.
Wait, I forgot that you had
A
the,
turn too late.
Never mind,
Oh.
I thought he wasn't.
He's been on the edge of winning for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I lost one.
Good thing I bought that card.
No, bad thing.
I don't know what this seamstress. No, I don't.
Okay,
Hi, buddy.
Tony, you're being forced to attack me.
Yeah.
And I have 10.
Oh, I have.
What does he have?
What was it? 9 or
7.
something?
He has 7.
7.
Oh no, he's
What
gonna
are-
have to
what are you
lose
down?
another nasty big
I
guy.
can only doppelganger the Mistwalker.
Oh. So you have, which adds 1 sight, so 3. These are both 3/3s.
Yeah.
So you have 7.
7.
Yep.
10.
He's gonna have to
Oh,
lose
what?
one of his sweet cards to the trophy pile of
Yeah.
Parker.
So that's it. Yeah. So you just have to spend 9.
Wait, why isn't he losing a card?
Yes.
Am I missing something here?
Wait. Hold on. Never mind. Yeah. Go ahead.
How did I get
6, 7.
3?
He has 7
You
sight,
have 3.
I have 3 trophies? Oh, yeah, because you gave me 2.
and he
Yeah.
has 10 hunger.
Imagine I get you 2 attacking to me and I
Parker,
also lose.
Yeah, it's what Alex did.
let me ask them.
Nice.
Am I missing something?
Wait, no. You're attacking with 7.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, good.
Yes.
You figured
I
it
still
out.
get I get a trophy. I'm sorry. I mean, idiot.
Oh. What are you attacking with? Or defending with?
10. I was thinking that I was attacking into you hosting, which I'm not.
How do you get a... Oh,
Did you-
okay, yeah.
You
Okay.
have step side. I think we're.
You're right.
Would you like me to take your Mistwalker or your Doppelganger?
Oh, the Mistwalker.
Okay, there we go.
It's all right. You'll probably get
Now we're talking.
trophy back.
So 5
All right.
with a 3 discount.
Bye. Can.
So he can get an 8
Okay,
for
Alex is
Wait.
visiting with 7.
nothing costs 8. Wow, you can't give
I
away.
get to set one of your things 0, and then you turn around and disable it, but it has 0 sight, so. But it triggers first, so.
No, the illusion. So they're reading the
Yes,
illusion.
we'll set up the
Does the
illusionist
doppelganger
with 3.
lose its effect if you steal the other card
No.
that's copying?
No.
Okay, so this is still 3/3.
Yeah. So you have 6 to spend. You right?
Yeah, plus 3.
Okay, Alex, so
It's only
you
applies to royals.
get a secret.
Yay.
So you can buy
Well,
9.
yeah.
Do you have any taunts?
Oh, he can't.
No,
6.
yours
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
You can buy both of these.
No, because I only have 3 trophies.
I guess I'll
But
buy this
Oh, right.
drink with boosted defense.
So you can buy Paragorn the Wise, Lathrus the First, Tron the Wanderer.
Oh yeah, that's a big difference
Or you can buy
between
a
8 or
pool.
9. So yeah, Fidel can get almost any royal all of a sudden.
And then I have like nothing to spend, right?
Tony is still spending.
Well, I mean, I have like nothing to spend anyways. Yeah, I have 1 to spend, so.
Oh, you have 4.
Let's see. If he gets Pargorn, he could get
Oh.
that game close to
Oh,
ending
yeah.
on secrets,
That was a trophy.
which is what he wants because if the game ends from trophies,
Oh
oh no, if the game ends from trophies, he's got the Lugain in his deck too, so maybe he still wants to go for trophies.
Tony, have you purchased?
Yeah.
Alex, have you purchased?
Yeah.
Or
By that, I bought nothing.
okay, I'm visiting Tony with 3, so you win. You can have this musician
Oh,
and 4 to spend, so I don't want to buy anything.
Okay,
Nor can
this
I.
is preposterous.
wait, you
How?
attack me, right?
Yes.
So I can spend 4?
Yes.
Whoopee. I'm not gonna.
Okay, that's it. Another round. New hands.
New hands.
Pace.
Small hands.
Okay. 4 trophies, 5 trophies, 2, 3. So so Fidel has 4 trophies and a Lugain that he's not drawing. Oh, he's got a huge deck. That's the problem. So Lugain is a countdown, but it's a very slow countdown
Lord.
since this guy has so many cards in his
Not
deck.
funny. It's pretty sad, actually.
Still, the person that might win is the person that hasn't bought a card in 2 hours now.
Oh my god. I only have 2 secrets, by the way, if someone wants to just put me out of my misery.
Can't.
Oh yeah, so okay, so someone steals 2 secrets from Sam
Right.
Pale is another way to end the game. If it ends from secrets, Durian also wins. Durian wins in almost every way with a deck that is
Also,
just
ready. That's
so
it.
outclassed at this point. He just needs to sneak.
Game might just end here.
He just needs to sneak any sort
Yeah, I'm
of
ready.
any sort of end. At this point, I think this is evidence that the game is broken. That Durian hasn't bought a card in 2 hours and still might win.
It's been an enjoyable game.
This has actually been a fairly spicy game.
Yeah, back and forth.
They're just talking about how
There's
good the game
multiple
is.
like deck strategies going on.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
I like it.
So I'm ready, I guess.
I was liking it until
What?
2 hours passed without him buying a card and
So you ready?
still might win.
Alright, you do it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright,
Alright.
I'm visiting Alex with 10.
You have any abyssals?
Yes.
Yes.
Disabled.
I refuse. to
6
attack
sight.
others.
I have no alternative. I only have Alex.
7 sight.
And just on that one you have.
It's over.
I have more than that. I have 8.
Durian wins.
You would-
Yay!
Durian wins.
I have.
The buy nothing ever strategy
So it looks like
takes the
Tony
game
came in
down.
second, I came in 3rd, you came in 4th.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, that was.
Flip the table now?
Gee.
Yeah, that was good actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Team's come a long ways.
Alright.
Just strategies actually work now.
Yeah.
Like the
As I said, we all had like different deck strategies going on.
whereas Tony's was just tons of royals. So this
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw good
Beat us down.
cards every
Yeah, I feel
time.
like he needed more card draw to make that deck work.
His deck was spend 29 devotion in round 2 and then buy all the royalty that you can.
Wow. So the winner was the person that did not entreat anything for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, I themed my deck down to a handful of defensive cards and sat there.
And just sat there.
Yeah, and taunted people until I won.
Which is an interesting strategy.
I mean, I think
My
it was.
deck at most points had like 9 cards. I was just drawing the same cards
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, that's
I think it was an interesting strategy for. I was rooting for you for a while, and then the fact that the game then I thought your window closed, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I thought I needed to close it sooner.
Yeah.
Because everybody was just starting to overpower me, but it worked out.
You still got there. I think that's a sign that the game's a little bit broken still. The fact that you were still able to get there, having no royals, no nothing, just.
Yeah, all I had was like
Taunting is so
critics. Yeah, taunting can be really powerful because if you hit people on the turn that they don't anticipate, they're just doomed.
Yeah.
Or if you can find somebody like if Alex was somewhere else on the board, like if he was in Tony's position and he could taunt me, I would have been screwed because
Yeah, I mean that was also the thing. Ideally, I would have taunted Parker, but there are no taunts for the person on your left.
I had an Abyssal deck and you had the card that detained all Abyssals, so you would have just ended the game within half an hour.
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah. And I mean, I also don't think like the taunt cards are made equal because one of the taunt cards reduces your hunger. That's just worse than reducing your sight when you're playing a defense deck.
Well, I think. Wait, there's a taunt card that reduces your hunger.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the 2 taunt cards reduces your own hunger by 2.
Yeah, the one going to the person to your right reduces your own hunger, which
It's ridiculous.
meant.
Yeah, just like the intent that like attacks across the board, where it's like there's 2 fingers. One is -1 devotion, -1 vision, and then the exact same card, which is -1 devotion +1 vision. Like, why would I ever use the double negative when I can just use the one that gives me vision?
I mean, that's sort of why I was like passing an early game twice, because that one that reduces your sight in the early game and how much devotion you have,
Yeah,
I just
it's tough.
I
not good.
don't think you can put together hands in the early game that make that work.
Yeah, I think that card needs to just not exist.
Yeah, the only reason I was able to use it was I had a Shaman, and I could say, fuck it, I'll spend 3.
Yeah, but you're still just like, it's still like a worse turn.
Yeah,
And it's always against the same person. I mean, like, I feel like that idea you had last week, Parker, around separating the buffs from the intent direction would solve a lot of these issues.
yeah, you have the 3 intents and a pass, so 1 to each other person and their pass, and then you get like tokens that you put on those that add the modifiers.
Oh, I like that.
It's like choose the token.
Yeah, so like you'd have your normal 4 intents, like the original game, where you know the other 3 people and a drink, and then when you steal a secret, the secret is just a modifier to those intents. So like you get to choose on this attack, I'm gonna have -1 vision but +1 hunger or whatever they are.
Oh, yeah.
That
So
does.
that way you're not. So that way you're not like I want to attack Alex, but the only intent that I have that attacks Alex makes me lose 1 vision. Like this way you'd be able like I want to attack Alex and I also want to get 1 vision, so I'm gonna match these 2 up.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I guess one thing that's kind of fun with the intents, maybe it's not working for y'all, is like the fact that you can see like someone having no hunger in their deck and trying to grab all the secrets that are pointing at them. Like, is that not a fun strategy to just try to like pick on the person without defense?
I find it's more interesting of a game where you like, okay, I know Tony and Andrew have already attacked me. Like now I know in the next 3 rounds that at some point Alex is going to visit me.
I mean, I feel like it would be problematic if you just like, oh, that person's deck just sucks. Let's pillage them.
Yeah.
And then the game just rushes to an end there.
That's the reason I won the last game was I found out that Hannah just couldn't defend what I was doing, and I ended up getting every intent from everybody else that attacked Hannah. So I just attacked Hannah over and over and over and over because she had a familiar deck.
I mean, I guess I think we're discussing 2 things at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is separating the stats from the intents, and one is kind of restricting the intents back to how they used to be.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think you could make decisions on those independently.
Yeah, I agree. I think I think they both have their value. Like being able to say like, well, A, the players should be able to attack whoever they want to attack when, and that's like the system we have right now. Or B, like every player has to visit everybody else once per every 4 rounds. So like it's all about.
Yeah, and I mean that could also like address the like whole taunt problem of like building a defense deck and no one ever attack. You know, because it's like if you don't just get to, you know, basically pick all your attempts every time to avoid someone.
Just like right now, like in that game, I just eliminated every intent where I had to go to Alex because I knew he built a defense deck.
Yep.
I knew that his only taunt was not, or he didn't have a taunt for me, so I didn't have to worry about Alex at all. Whereas like if we had the original version where I have to visit everybody else, I know that once every 4 turns, I have to build up a huge vision attack to get through Alex's hunger. And I think that's more interesting because like then you have to like play with your cards a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, you also have to balance deck a little bit more after that. Because like with this, I just forego like anything for any sort of spending whatsoever.
Yeah, I think the taunting card is a solution to the hunger issue in the current game where I can avoid attacking people. Where I don't think you need a taunting card if you go back to the everybody has to attack everybody, because you're gonna get attacked by people or visited.
Yeah. I guess I feel like players lose some agency by not like, because in this current iteration, I think it's somewhat viable to sort of specialize like y'all did. And if we go back to the previous version, you have to make a balanced deck in order to. That's the only like.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
So, but it's. I mean, it does balance some stuff and it fixes problems going back that way.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also, we didn't run into that problem. What happens when 2 people play conflicting taunts?
Yeah, good question. The rules as written, well, they're. I haven't thought too much about it. Theoretically, one should like overwrite the other. Like the straight.
Yeah, whichever triggers first,
Yeah.
I guess would.
Or maybe last. I think everything else, whatever triggers last, trumps. Like if there's like a jester and a prophet and one procs first and then the jester procs, then like whatever thing happened last is the trump. So I think that's probably what we would do for that. But it also might be interesting to make one of them trump the other. Like if there's one sideways visit and one straight taunt, like the straight taunt always trumps the sideways taunt. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely like the stats tied to the taunt is kind of a problem. As I said,
Yeah.
the taunt that doesn't lose hunger is just strictly better. That's why I spam that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we wanted to kind of leave the intent system the way it is, just to keep playing it out with the variety, we could just separate the stats and see how that works, but leave the rest of the intent system as it currently is.
So
Yeah.
okay. So,
I mean, one change at a time might, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, because that would totally change the dynamic of like taunting and even attacking like across the board and stuff. So
When you say separate the stats, what do you mean?
like the buffs and debuffs on the intents.
Yeah, like where would
those,
they where would they end up?
You get like a second intent pile and you pair them together. Does that make sense? So like you play an intent and
Yeah.
stats.
Oh,
It's set to be breaking up into 2 cards.
Instead of like every time you attack Alex, you get nerfed, which is how it currently is. Right?
Yeah. Like if I wanted to attack you, Tony, I had to do like a -1 sight or like a -2 sight.
Yeah, I feel like that just like really complicates the
Yeah, it does.
the turns at least. But maybe it'd be easier in practice.
The problem right now is like you're incentivized or disincentivized to visit people based on just where they sit around.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the thing, is I didn't really interact with Parker for most of that game at that point.
And I was
Yeah.
definitely the person you wanted to be interacting.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, if I could, I would have wanted you to be attacking me.
Every time.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if it necessarily has to be 100% balanced. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
that's true.
if like maybe this game you're just weak against the person to your left, like that's what it is right now, right? And it's like, meh. I mean, I guess ideally I wouldn't put that in, but I don't know if that's really.
I mean, maybe just some stat adjustments on like the available
Yeah.
intents could do things. I mean,
Or maybe like if you're going to be weak against one person, it should be the person across from you, maybe, and then try to balance it more to the left and right at least. I don't know, something like that, because that would at least
I just
feel a
don't know
little
why
bit.
we're balancing based on where people sit. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like, people build deck strategies based on the cards they get that are available to them. It has no bearing on their positions, but depending on who gets what strategy based on the turn order and things like that, like your best target could just be worse because they're sitting across you instead of to the left of you.
Right.
I really don't think that there should be any, balance based on where people are sitting. I think it's an unnecessary dimension. But I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think about it, like if you get, let's say, like Hannah will admit that she doesn't know as well as much about the game than us because she's only played it twice. So like if we get into a game and let's say like Tony, Andrew, and I are gonna play with Hannah, like I want to have Hannah on my left because I know that like, or I could change where I sit on the board because the person to my left is going to be weaker or stronger. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I don't think that's a great dimension. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I was thinking a little bit, and maybe the stats, like the way you choose people you visit and stuff, it could go back to the old way with just a basic fingers pointing, and then you could have different familiars that you buy for very low cost, and those familiars add you those basic stats.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be another kind of niche for familiars, just like they boost your whole party or something.
And then they would be more like useful because right now not many people like to buy the familiars, and then they you could have like 3 or 4 little places on the deck to buy the different familiars for a very low cost that boost that stat, right?
Yeah, I think I like that idea because I mean,
you could also just make stats like a buyable thing on their own.
yeah,
That is an interesting concept.
yeah, you could spend devotion for like a boost. So like on this attack, you'll have -1 sight but +1 devotion, and you have to like spend like 4 devotion to buy that card or something. And it like you don't play it as one of your 3 visiting cards. You put it in a different pile or something.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, that sounds kind of like one of those mechanics you save for the expansion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but-
sounds like a lot.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But it is kind of cool. Like
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. There's lots of interesting ideas here.
I mean, I think what Hannah's saying is something to think about too. Like right now, there's no reason to buy a familiar. Like
Yep.
Andrew was doing it a little bit, but mostly as like a meme. Like building the familiar
Yeah.
is kind of bad unless we lower the cost of that royal. But
Yeah.
like, what if familiars were just like that low stat stick card, but it boosts your entire party?
Yeah.
Like you play a familiar, and like this one says, you have +1 vision and +1 trophy.
Yeah.
Or when hosting +1 hunger, -1 sight on your attack.
I mean, alternative. Yeah, I agree that could be interesting. If you want to keep familiars the way they are, I think the biggest problem with them is just that there's no offensive option with them. Like they have plenty of defensive synergies, which is fine, but like they're just not viable on offense at all. So that's another thing to think about.
Yeah. I really want the familiar synergy deck to work. Every patch, the last like 3 patches, I've buffed a little bit, like the sculptor or some other mortal to try to get it there, but still not quite there. Yeah.
It's tough because like you don't want it to be like super powerful, but you want it to be like a medium level build where like if nothing's going your way, you can just go familiar.
Yeah, it's a reasonable route to take if there's nothing in the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some tweaking.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gadgeteer in the old, like way back, was a pretty good way to balance what were then Thopters.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be a little gross if people got it early, but
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can compensate that by making it a little more expensive or something like that.
well, I think it would already be compensated by the devotion change.
Oh, yeah.
You could just YOLO into like 9 gold really early, but now with devotion separated from sight, it might be fine.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, you can't just spend crazy because the new Gadgeteer wouldn't necessarily give you a whole bunch of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the old Gadgeteer, through many evolutions and morphations, has turned into the Puppeteer. That's where the Gadgeteer ended up. But yeah, we could put another. Basically, what we need is another synergy card.
You need like an offensive synergy card for it.
Yeah, like +2 sight to all familiars.
Or mortals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, immortal. I mean, I think that's the thing, is it needs to be like a mortal synergy card.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Cool.
Well,
One other thing is the illusionist feels a bit weak compared to similar infernals. The effect just basically never happens.
which one is the illusionist?
The one that detains all, what was it, hosts with no sight?
Yeah, it's a 3/1/3. I mean, its stats aren't terrible, so it's not like horrible, but
The effect, I like the effect, but it is kind of niche. I feel like it loses value as the game goes on.
I mean, it basically only lands on musicians and head shifts.
And worm.
Oh, and worm, yeah. But I mean, I think worm's...
Oh, and succubus. Succubus is the other
I mean,
one.
Worm suffers from the mortals problem. Like,
Yeah.
it's a defensive card with no offensive option.
Anyway, I mean, it's just something to think about.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, food for thought.
It counters 3 things, but might not be enough.
I will say.
I mean,
that
I think a minor change, like maybe the effect should be the same, and you should just give it one more sight or something.
Okay.
It just always feels bad putting it on offense or on visiting because it only has one sight, and it usually doesn't detain anything.
Okay.
So it's basically like a messenger.
Although I will say that the ability to build a synergy deck is so much better now than what it was.
Oh yeah, it's way better. Like the actual group synergies
Yeah, it's so much.
are coming together a lot more.
I enjoy building an abyssal deck so much. So
I think abyssals have the best synergy of all the tribes.
because they're just like top deck, add vision, or like if you host with this, it goes to your visiting next turn. It's just amazing.
And I mean, like the defensive cards I had are a good counter to abyssal decks in themselves. So.
Yeah. It's like Infernals versus Abyssals, and then Mortals are just kind of like fucking around. Trying to.
I do think that mortals are close.
Yeah, they'll get closer.
Yeah, they just need a card to tie them together.
Maybe a royalty card that does a lot to boost Mortals.
I mean, also the mechanic of discarding familiars for an effect is fascinating. Might be able to work that into a pawn. I don't know what it would do, but
just less.
Discard a familiar and gain stats or something like that.
Well, you could have like a pawn card that's like, for every familiar in your deck, gain 1 sight, and then like the royalty is you banish familiars, but you get 3 sight, or whatever the version is. So it's like a welfare version of the royalty.
Yeah. I do want one more mortal synergy. I want that deck to work.
There's a lot of different ways to approach that.
Yeah.
or you could add a card like draw all your familiars or something, or draw 3 familiars from your deck, or I don't know.
Ooh, something like that.
I mean, the new Royal is very interesting because it does like a lot of deck manipulation with familiars, which is maybe a unique mechanic that's a little different from Abyssals.
Yeah, honestly, that royalty card reminds me of like the really popular like Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day, and those were all about like drawing from your graveyard or drawing from your deck onto
Yeah, that could be interesting. It could be a theme of like deck manipulation.
Yeah, I like it.
Where I think that's because I mean like Gilkeen, like the Abyssals are all like top deck, like top 3 cards, top 2 cards. Whereas the Mortals could be like find these cards in your deck and play them no matter where they're at.
I like that. Yeah, nice.
But the hunger worked a lot better today than last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, I think so. There's another thing I was toying with this patch, which we didn't have to end up doing, but it's like if the other thing I was thinking about is basically if you don't get visited, you get a token. You can trade in like 3 tokens to taunt. But I think just having secrets that taunt is enough. The only way that doesn't work out is if you just go so much focus on hunger and can't steal a single secret. Then you.
I mean, yeah, that is also something I had to think about.
Yeah.
Luckily, the familiar or whatever I had, the 6 vision.
Yeah.
That in itself can carry you to secrets.
Yeah.
I feel like adding like tokens and like getting you have to get 3 of them before you can taunt. Like I feel like that's just a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. I would like to fix it with. So another thing we were talking about, Travis and I were playing a couple this week, is making it so you start with a taunt. One of your starting intents is a taunt.
Please, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I just won this game with like a defensive taunt deck, and I don't need more help with that.
Okay. So the
I mean, to
2
be fair,
taunts
like,
is enough then. Two secret taunts.
A very like almost like essential strategy at the beginning of the game is attacking with like 1 vision or 0 vision, because like you know that other people are probably going to be doing that because they want to buy royalty.
Yeah.
So if you add in taunt into that, it's just gonna
Too much.
make the beginning even more challenging.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody wants to stay in the beginning of the game. Like when you're just running musicians and messengers, like nobody's having fun.
Yeah. All right. So taunt is something you have to earn via secrets.
Yeah, it should be something you have to earn, because that in itself also forces some level of balance. So
Yeah.
you can't just go hard defense.
Yeah, you have to get vision to earn that.
I'm thinking about reducing the modifiers on these secrets that you can steal. So, for instance, in a 4-player game, there would be a card pointing straight, a card pointing left, and a card pointing right, and they all say, +1 sight, -1 devotion. And then, something like that. That would maybe balance the fact that you've got a weak visit across, or a weak, if you're weak against person to the left. I like the idea of adding a modifier as a secondary card on top of the directional, but it is a whole nother card. I don't know. I have to think
But I
about
think
it.
you could just make that card the secret.
Or the modifier
I mean-
could be familiar.
Like
Yeah.
your intent, I think if you wanted to go that route, you wouldn't be adding a new card, but you would have your intents, which are the fingers, and
Yeah.
then you would just change the.
Oh, right. That's right. So the taunt would be one of the secrets. So instead of a modifier, one of the secrets would be just a taunt.
Yeah, instead of a.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
+1,
okay.
-1, it would just be like the taunt.
Got it. And then we're locked into always visiting one person, each person.
Yeah,
Right.
and You would just like have to play that one with like the one across the board. Or
Okay.
Maybe you can play it with anybody.
Yeah, and I guess in that system, if you wanted to preserve the ability to visit multiple people, you could just give everybody like 2 copies of each intent.
Yeah, if you wanted to keep it that way.
And maybe they get a new one unlocked every round. Just, every time the token passes, everyone gets to draw another one. Or something. If you want to preserve that.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that would be an interesting balance, because generally going first seems to be, slightly beneficial because you get first dibs at the shop.
Yeah.
But if, every time the token passes, it unlocks, an intent, that could help, slowly balance that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Well, I have to go. Good game.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I need to be going.
And thank you to everyone that was watching for joining us. Tune in. I think we'll probably do this again next week. And we'll probably bring a new group, or maybe these same guys, because they're great. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a good weekend and week.
Farewell.
Cheers.